Power to the people. We back at new maintenance. Yeah. We gonna rock like Hamp when he came in. So we in the trenches. Okay? We in the trenches. We made it back. You looking around. You know what I'm saying? And we watching ourselves, you know? We in a situation of the Commodore trenches, baby. Let me see where everything is at. Let me just see. That's that one, right? All right. What's that? I don't know. But we back. We back like fine wine. What you thought we left, bitch? I ain't been this fly since Prince. You feel me? I ain't been this fly since Prince, nigga. But I know what you thinking. I know. It's like everybody else. You should run for some type of council member. I think you should do that. Be a council member, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you should run for council member. That'll help out. Welcome to the Hood Hamptons show. I'm your host, Hood Hamptons, Mr. Hood Hamptons. We back. Daddy's home, baby. I told you I'd be home. Told you I'm home. I've been reading the emails. I've been hearing all the sneak dissing and shit. It's okay. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. But we back. We back. We back. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know what I'm saying? We out. We in the trenches. Got to be in the trenches. Yeah, peace and love, all the above. So yeah, Daddy's home, man. Feel good. It was a nice flight. We had a good time. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Daddy's home. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We got that sage. All right. My boy over there. I'm over here. All right, we here for a quick hour 25 like we always do. Anything over than that, if the conversation is good, that's how I go. Had a good time where we was located at. That was a fact. I want to appreciate my hospitality people who show great hospitality over there. You know what I'm saying? And it was perfect. Everything was perfect. Part. Yeah, we still got that small problem, right? Everything was perfect. Yeah, we back with the fire trucks again. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. We appreciate you. Do it, man, because we love it here. Yeah, I've been listening. My peeps just put the work order in front of me. It's all about me examining it now. Is it worth the time and effort? Dang. If it's worth the time and effort, I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to see if it's worth it. I'm trying to embark on a new journey. But you know, these guys will keep calling you in for some work that I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think I got some. I got some down here. So they keep calling us for some work. They keep calling us for some work. Welcome to the show. We just getting set up. We just came back home trying to put it together for the people. Okay, so that's how I go for right now. You know what I mean? All right, we're going to work with this. Power to the people. We back at new maintenance. Peace, baby. How you feel? got baby in the building. The queen in the building. We come to chill out and say what's up. So we out here. My man got the beats for me. He sent them in. Yeah. We back home. It feels good to be back home, boy. Hood TMZ. Got my man Hood TMZ in the place to be. Sisters squad up. For sure. What it looks like out here, man. I was gone for a minute messing around, trying to get these beats. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love, son.
Shoot. What up?
How you feel, son? Sister Squad up.
Squad up. Shoot.
That's Hood TMZ in the place to be, y'all. That's family. Y'all go up there and support that show. And y'all tell them I sent you. And y'all better be on your best behavior. So what's up, man?
Hey, shit, man. Just getting off work, man. Smoke me a little blunt real quick.
Thanks for pulling up, man. I just got back in town myself.
I see you got the pink on like Killer Cam and shit.
Yeah, you know, only one to figure that out will be you. That's what I figured. I said, yo, you know, somebody gonna figure it out. And that's what it was. That's right. We rocking that Cameron pink today. But yeah, I'm gonna use Jay-Z terminology. This mauve, son. It's mauve. It's mauve. It's the cousin of pink. You know what I mean?
I be rocking pink and purple, man. Thanks to Killer.
Yeah,
Killer got me on that shit. I remember back in the day, like, you couldn't do that shit until Cam did it. Niggas would think you was gay and shit back in the day, my nigga. So Cam did that shit, and he made that shit popular.
Yeah, then he got his own, what you call it, too.
Don't he got like don't he got to deal with like Crayola or some shit?
Yeah, he got his own pink.
Yeah, he got his own pink.
And
extra.
Word up, I big up the Cam, man.
He got sneakers with Reebok and all that.
Yeah, and his car, you should see his new car. That car is fly.
I got the flea. I think they call them the flea box. They own.
Yeah, he got the flea box. Them shits is fire out there, and it's very limited edition.
It gotta be. Pink. It even came in a pink box, bro.
Yeah, they gave him a nice color on that, and his Iverson style. Yeah, Allen Iverson done.
He got a few different colorways. I only got the pink ones though.
Well, I remember French had his out, and I was asking what happened to his. I remember he gave me some when I was homeless one day, and I went to the store and stood out. That was like fresh. It was in May, June, July, August. It was like 90 days after Chinks, and I was watching his emotions. And you know how they all say, man, the show must go on. But it was tough for Son, man. It was tough. I got
one of my best friends is best friends with the nigga that was in the car with Chinks. They do music together.
Oh, shit.
So I be seeing him all the time and all that shit.
Yeah, we know him from Cocaine Cowboys and shit.
Yo, did you hear the new French Montana Coke Boy 6?
Well, I just got home now, so I'm gonna check out everything. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see how you put it out there first. I'm gonna let you get ahead and then you know how you do.
I haven't listened. I've only listened to like 2 songs. I listened to the intro. It's hosted by DJ Drama. Max B got a freestyle. It's like one verse. You know what I'm saying? It's like he got one verse on there by himself, and then Max B do like the intro. And then I listened to like one more song, and it's a lot of songs. It's like 28, 30 records.
Well, ever since that Insomnia album he just had recently, I think that's the name of it. You know, it went good, but he need to get back, man. You know, Max is getting ready to be home, man.
And Chinks, I think Chinks is on here too. I want to say Chinks is on it.
Yeah. What's his name is about to be home. He got to step it up now, cause
Max coming home. He's already been transferred to like the fucking lower levels and shit.
And a lot of niggas know
he's not in no Max prison no more.
I know.
That's why he can do songs now, and they sound.
Yeah, he's in a little medium or minimum that still got. I was in them type of joint.
Yeah.
They still got music class in them things like that. Still, you know what I mean?
Max could go. Max is able to actually. They got studios in there. That's
man. Keep it real, man. Max, just keep it real. Max talking that shit, nigga.
Max never fell off.
No, I'm talking about he talking that shit to them niggas up in there, like yo.
You already know.
No, that's the B, right? That's Machiavelli. That's Bigavelli right there, man.
You gotta realize though, Max already did like 7-8 years in the can.
Yeah, man.
Before he even started rapping. Like before Max B got with Dipset, he already did like 8 years in the can.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Then you gotta remember they set all that up before they go, you know, before social media was social media. You know, that was just social media. This is social media now. So back then, they set it up with certain officers, you know, remember, family members is in law enforcement and things like that. We're gonna keep it 5,000% about these things. So they trickle it down to families getting transferred into the situations that he's at to keep things like that alive, because we didn't hear music from him for a while until we started hearing like how we heard, you know, and that was good that they kept that alive like that. But it was suppressed, man. It was real hard for a lot of people. You know, I was Pac probably.
His album ain't come out till he went to jail.
See what I'm saying?
Nash got 2 albums out. Both albums came out went in jail.
It was better than the Godfather Buried Alive from Shine. Shine, the first one that did it. Remember that? Godfather Buried Alive by Shine.
That's that album. He went at 50 over the phone.
And he was in jail doing that whole thing. He knocked that whole shit out on over the phone. You know what I mean?
That song with Foxy was dope though.
Yeah, that was yeah. You know, I mean Brooklyn Nights. You know how that go. You know, and then I'd like the fact that yeah, but they promoted it wrong. He could have been the big. He could have been the iconic of the bad boy just by him doing it. But when he did that, loyalty, man, it goes to show you that sometimes your loyalty can be tested, and then it'd be like people throw their hands and throw rocks and hide their hands type shit. And that's what Puff did, man.
That nigga threw fucking 10 years of his life away for Puffy, and Puffy stabbed him in the back. Man,
the nigga went up to Puff, was talking about all this money, and threw mad money at Puff.
And Sean held it down.
Huh?
Sean held it down.
Yeah, but the nigga came and threw like 50 G's, 100 G's.
Yeah, because the nigga Puff was stunting in the club.
Yeah, he was stunting in the club or something like that. The nigga came and threw like 100 G's.
Yeah, the nigga took like mad bread and we threw that shit in that nigga Puff face.
Yeah.
You ain't the only nigga with money.
And the girl was a bad murder mommy type chick, boy. She was murder mommy because he had J-Lo in the spot. But this dude who had money, he had a murder mommy with him.
Off.
And this
Puffy used to buy like all the champagne, all the Henny and shit, and that would piss all the other niggas off, and that's what caused that shit.
Yeah. And not knowing that downstairs is the fucking freezer, icebox. They got all the shit downstairs. It just look good on top. Like, nigga, go downstairs and get the...
That nigga Puff used to come buy all that shit. Like, y'all want all the Cristal, all the Henny, all the...
Yeah. Before liquor was liquor, no doubt. And all the Dom Perignon.
With money. The gangsters just in there that got money too. Like, what the fuck this nigga think he is?
But see, that's the club fault. The club should have Andy up their product. They should have known that Puff do that. They wanted to see shit happen, but they should have upped their product to say Puff coming to buy 5 cases of Cristal, knowing that we keep 3. But we know the other niggas out there buying it, but they not buying like how Puff was buying. So they thought about that shit. They thought about it real good. And it was a good move, a good marketing move, man. It was a good marketing move, but it was a selfish move, if you ask me. Good marketing scheme, but a selfish move. You know what I'm saying? But look what it caused. It caused a nigga to lose almost 10, 15 years in jail. We lost some great music because loyalty picked up on a nigga, and you out there shucking and jiving. That's like me and you. You say, yo, Hamp, you know, you're YouTube, you know, they know you out here, but I know you cool. Don't go out there and do too many YouTube videos, too much, and some people not cool like that. Now I say, you know that, and I do it anyway. So it's like, what the fuck? You going to put your neck on the, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit felt. You know, we get back to the crib and we'll discuss why you was wrong later. But damn, my nigga, I told you not to do that shit. You know, you should have found the little corner library. They allow shit like that, but not blocks. So it's a protocol. So the nigga Shine did that shit, and he was a real G for that. Like Smurder. Smurder could walk anywhere, and that nigga's the mayor of Brooklyn, son. Bobby Smurder? Bobby Smurder is the motherfucking mayor of Brooklyn. He can walk any borough, sit in any motherfucking situation. Bottles is free. This is free. That is free. All they want is just Yo, Bobby, can you put us on? That's all. That hot boy shit still out there fucking making money. You know what I'm saying? That dude's still making money. Yup, Bobby Smurder, son. That dude is the mayor of Brooklyn, man. All up and down that fucking. I was back there the other day. I looked all up down there. I said, this ain't nothing but Smurder land, son. Smurder land.
I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that Uncle Murder G Unit album. Because you know Murder about to drop.
Well,
it's called a Lenny Grant story.
Yeah, see, in the Pink House, I used to see with Murder.
Like 4 years, bro.
Yeah, because he had to it was a lot of work with that shit. He tried to do movies with it. He trying to put a deal with it, and he trying to put other niggas on because you gotta remember, Debo Brown ain't there.
I'm waiting. People, I'll be waiting on certain projects. Like that's one project I'm waiting on, bro. As soon as that shit drop, I'm listening to that shit immediately. Because I know he put mad work into that shit, my nigga.
Yo, that shit was then said when he was dealing with Cutmaster C, son. His grandmother used to live in the building where my kid's mother and them at in pink houses. And I used to see him all the time when I used to be out there doing my weed thing back in the days, man. A good kid, short dude, good kid. Debo Brown. If you don't know Deep GMG, nigga, Debo Brown. That nigga. Yeah, Debo Brown looked like Lennox Lewis to me, but yo, he's they the truth, man. They real good people. When I was out there, I don't know nothing about their situation with Cypress, because that shit was like real close. But I was just
that nigga murder running around with Yayo now.
Yeah, and Yayo is like the top talk of New York. That's what he is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yayo is like the governor.
Doing his own thing.
Yeah, he the governor of New York.
Banks ain't with G Unit no more.
Huh?
Banks ain't with G Unit no more.
Nah, because you gotta remember, Banks was in that porn back in the day. He got that porn money, son. Banks got that porn money.
That wasn't really Banks. That's what's it called. That nigga that looked like Banks. That's
the nigga Brian Pumper.
Yeah.
They know each other, son. 50 even said that shit.
That nigga Brian Pumper crazy ass. He tried to be a rapper.
Yo, that nigga's a funny dude, Brian Pumper, son. I like that dude, son. Pause.
He tried to be a rapper, my nigga.
I mean, it is what it is. Like I'm gonna keep it 5,000%. I should have took on that work ethic, because it wasn't really nothing to do with that work ethic when I was in high school. I met a lot of guys, and them dudes is like our age, son. They like our age. Brian Pumper is like me and your age, son. He just caught a break. You know what I'm saying? He just caught a break. That's all he did. He caught a good break, and that was, it made him what he was. You know what I mean? Him and the rest of them. But you heard what your man Marcus is saying now, right? That nigga got Kenworth. What up? That nigga got dealing with them domestic diddies now.
Hell no.
Yeah, he was talking about how that goes on in the John now. You know what I'm saying? So that thing ain't always what it seems, man. Your Heartbreak Kid, you come back in. I gotta fix up everybody, man, because YouTube was messing with the community board and snatching moderators, because they doing a whole lot of different things now. They messing with people monetization, and they messing with people.
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
Yeah, and they messing with people. Is they what they call that? Moderator.
When I first came on YouTube, you ain't need to have a certain subscriber count to have a monetization or nothing.
Yeah, I know.
But came on. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, my nigga. When I first came on YouTube, we was doing sneaker reviews, and the China sites, the more views you would get, the more sneakers for free they would give you. Bro, we would be buying views back then.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, friend, I'll send you 10 pair sneaker. Because that friend, at first they say like 1 pair. Then I got 2 pairs. Then I started getting 3. And then when we started buying views, I'm getting 6, 7, 8, 10 pair of sneakers from these niggas.
So what they did now, right? So this is what happened, and I told the truth for everybody just to get in tune, because I said, yo, they watching people who got accounts but don't do nothing with the accounts, and they troll. So they trying to keep the community clean, because the people, it ain't just us. We probably ignoring it because we like, yo, it's part of our shit. You know how we talk. You know what I'm saying? Hood TMZ. Yo, we got Hood TMZ in the place to be, man. Y'all know what time it is. Hood TMZ podcast. If y'all ain't over there yet with the subscription, I don't know what y'all doing. And this is how it's going to be. You got Hood Hamptons over here with the Hassan Campbell Life Stories TV. But it ain't about me. I got a special guest up in here, and you know who he is. The Fly's goddamn YouTube channel, and it's the Godfather to me. Because I remember when I met him, he didn't even know me. He popped up and said, oh, this dude is a cool dude. He studied my style. He saw what I was about, and he kept me in the foul. And next thing you know, I'm on his page. It's all great. So y'all go over there and subscribe and tap in, and make sure y'all tell him I sent you. And you better be on your best behavior.
Power. Salute.
So, yo, what we were saying, yeah, so they watching people with the jump offs. And I keep telling people, yo, it's okay to not do videos.
Son, they unmonetizing people's videos. People that had these videos on their YouTube channel for a year, 2 years, getting monetization. They've unmonetized people's certain videos. I've had people hit me up and say, yo, son, they didn't unmonetize 60% of my videos.
Yeah, and then they lied and said we can start playing certain music and not get in trouble. They ain't even uplift that, because I see myself get a couple of copyright strikes. And I know you've been
that's why I play a lot of mixtape shit. That's why, like, if you play people's shit that actually albums, they'll copyright you. That's why I play a lot of shit that just came out on mixtapes.
Yeah,
different shit, because they ain't.
But they have them classic beats. That's what get me, like, they letting it get away. Like, all right, because the algorithm wasn't algorithm back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Algorithm wasn't algorithm back then.
Now, if I play somebody, if I play certain records while I'm on live, they'll just black my live out. Like, say I play somebody's record for like 2 minutes, they'll just black that whole shit out.
So how them niggas be having them pages that have niggas albums that don't get in no fucking trouble?
That's what I be wondering.
That's the shit I'm trying to say. Like, is it the MC niggas? Because look, when you out there in Silicon Valley, that's where we gotta go. When you out there, let me know. When you go to California, I think we gotta go to the base. And we gotta talk to those people. They know our IP. Once you bring your ID, and because I lost a few pages that they won't give me back. And I'm trying to find that page that I had.
I done had like 30 YouTube channels shut down, bro.
Man, I'm worried about how many times I was monetized.
4,600 shut down. 3,800 shut down. 4,600 shut down. 2,400 shut down. 1,800 shut down. 16. Like, when you first met me, I had like 4,500.
That's what I was telling you. I was like, you was one of my first people. I was like, wow, I just started out with this page. I just got hacked. And when I got hacked, that was where you met, because where you was at, I was there already, right? They hit me for something that I put out for the movie. A girl in the washing machine washing clothes or something. It was a movie. And I figured it was a situation. And they took it and made it a whole hoopla about it. I didn't pay attention to the email. I was arrogant, like, yo, man, this shit ain't nothing. Everybody doing it. She ain't naked. She just pushed a shopping cart. So they hacked me, man. I went all the way to Google in Manhattan. I went all the way to Google in Manhattan to try to talk to them. Them niggas was like, well, you got the email. We got you. You got it. We ain't cut you out of this. But it's just, you can't go over there. I'm like, damn.
I've gotten channels back before. It took me months, but I've gotten channels back before.
I don't even know how to get my old channel back, man. And I see it on StreamYard when I tap in.
I kept appealing it, but then this is what I did. They got this forum called like YouTube Google support forum or some shit.
Yeah, I did that.
There's this forum, so I went over there. I made a post in the forum, and people that's over there, they got connections to YouTube and shit. He was like, yo, send me the link to your channel. I sent this nigga the link to my channel. In like 2-3 weeks, I had my channel back.
Yeah, I
used to have. Yeah, I didn't give people channels with 1,000 subscribers, because I would make a channel That'd be my main channel. Then I have a backup channel. Then I make a third channel.
Yeah,
And
but see,
they
that
were
was,
one of
when I
my
look at it, I
day
be like,
channels.
yeah, you have it so far back. I'm like, yeah, because some
Yeah.
people be having the year of today, having a new channel.
We was
This one
giving
here
shit
was
away
just,
because it was easy to get subscribers back in the day.
yeah, man, it was easy. Now
Yo,
them niggas made it
there was a
real
dude,
tight right now, boy.
there was a dude, he don't really do YouTube no more, but he stopped like around 2017, 2018. His name's DB Town 24. He got like 80,000 subscribers, right? He did a shout out video. He promoted my channel, my homeboy channel, and my other homeboy channel. He left a link in the description to all of us. He played like 5 minutes of my shit,
That's
5
good.
minutes of my boy shit, all the shit. He shouted
That's
us out,
good.
left a link in the description. Bro, I woke up. When I went to sleep, I had like 1,100 subscribers. When I woke up, I had like 2,300 subscribers.
See? And
Got
I
1,000
remember
overnight.
you did me when you first met me. You was the first to slap me on one of your boards besides my man Latin Pain and all of them. So some of these subscribers that came, I want to say thanks to you, you know, definitely for this new year that we got right now.
Man, if
And
you
I
go
know
down
that
my community, if you go down my community shit, if you go to my channel, you go down my community tab, I promote other people's shit more than I
that's
do
what
my
we
own
do.
shit.
When I see you say what you do, I tap in. It's really how people feel the vibe of the people, you know, and it takes that. It takes that.
I promote anybody that I really fuck with. I'll be promoting this shit. Like, yo, pull up their live, I'll share their shit, all that shit.
Yeah, because it's good content everybody doing over there. Because everybody else is doing what we see what they doing, but that's what they
And I
doing.
push everything. I'm talking about I got people that they got cooking channels and
yeah, I like that.
Channels and
yeah,
I push everything.
Yeah, you sent one of them out there. I followed that person. I was like, yo, I started trying to do a recipe for one of them. Word.
Pushing everybody.
But I'm gonna take a look at the community board. I just got home because we just very confirmed. You heard it from Hood Hamptons and you heard it from Hood TMZ podcast. They are playing. So guys, this is what happens. Sometimes when you tap in and be live and you don't see that it's on, what you do is you can either scroll until it catches, or go out, re-go out, and come back into YouTube and keep hitting the button for yourself, because that's what YouTube do. It discourage
This
you
is what
not
I've
to
done,
watch.
because YouTube don't always tell me if people are live or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is what I did. I unsubscribed like 200 people. Like, if I don't really watch your shit, there's no reason to be subscribed to me. So I went through all my subscriptions. I unsubscribed from like anybody. I don't watch your shit. I don't give a fuck. If I don't watch your shit, I'm not subscribed to you. So
That's
then
right.
it's easier.
That's what I appreciate. No doubt.
The lesser people that you subscribe to, it's easier to get the notifications and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I be trying to get to your show so fast, but your conversation be so thick. I be like, man, woo. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to catch in real quick because
we hold no bars.
Topics be good over
my
there,
channel,
man.
we hold no bars, bro.
Yeah, your topics be good over there, especially when you be definitely talking about stacks. That's like one of the touching stories of all topics that you do on content. I think that's like
I get hit up every day because the channel before I had this, I called that shit
don't even say. I remember them hundreds of thousands. Yeah, talk about
I had
it.
a channel called Air Bundles, and I named it Air Bundles because I was just reviewing Air Jordans and I was doing stack bundles material. So I was like, yo, I put both names together, Air Bundles. Boom. I put a documentary out. That shit had like 80,000. I put a second one out. That shit had like
what we gotta do is go into the YouTube studio, figure out putting the channels there, because I'm gonna do mine tonight too, and I'm gonna fix up who I like to put on my board. So when people go to my page, they be like, "Oh, I fuck with son. Let me tap in," because I got a few people that's who I'm subscribed to. Because you can put that up there, but you can also have who you want to be on the channel thing. You know what I'm saying? So put that up there so people can find that. So there's a lot of Stack Bundle fans still out there crying, not literal, but you know what I mean, like hunting, man. They can't find nothing. Everything is chopped and screwed, and they know that you got that good work. So yeah, do it, man.
But I got people hit me up on fucking IG every day asking me about stacks. I used to think Stack so I was around, like, you know what I'm saying? I was around that shit before Stack even died.
Put the Raekwon Elliott. You know what I mean? Mr. Raekwon Elliott.
I was around when Max B was still out. Max B's publicist, her name Jolie O'Shea. She was my manager at the time.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you could talk to
And
her, right?
I was dating Stack and I was fucking with 730 Dip. It's dark in here. I got the 730 tattoo on me and shit. When I was fucking with Freaky and all that.
Shice Bubs and all them dudes.
No, I ain't really fuck with Shice. I fuck with Freaky.
Oh.
730.
Oh, I wasn't. By that time, I done
Shice
came
Bub
home.
was Purple City Bird Gang.
Yeah. We got onto them. I got onto them. Well,
But like
I'm trying to
like
see.
I
Let me
never
see.
met Shice Bub.
Because my hood.
I know who he is. And shit. I've seen him, but I never like met him and chopped him up with him. But like Uncasa, I used to chop it up with Uncasa all the time.
But see, I didn't really hit that far. Once I stayed with Lux, I didn't really go out the ground because it was like you see them guys, you know what I'm saying? Because they was all like in that same building area where I used to be out in
back in the day is different. See,
yeah.
I was living in Jersey at that time, and the clubs in New York and Jersey at that time was different as far as like rappers going to the clubs performing. These niggas was running around everywhere.
Well, Beans made
Only
it.
club I ain't been to was the Tunnel.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Young for the Tunnel.
How
I
we
never
do
made
when
the
we
Tunnel.
walk in the club shit.
I was too young, sir. I was too young for the Tunnel. I never made it to the Tunnel. Everything else in New York, even like see, that's the thing about being in the military. Like when we go into these places, we going to Miami. When Jim Jones was talking that summer in Miami and all that shit, and he's naming all them clubs. When we would go to Miami and we was in the military, we hitting all them shits, nigga.
Damn.
All them shits. We went to the Paris Hilton used to have a club in Miami. We left Paris Hilton Club because Dipset was performing next door. It was like Cam Harrell and J.R. Ryder was next door. We left her shit.
Oh shit.
Club shit
like when I was with Jimmy Henchman, we ain't had that long. We only had we had the high school years. You know what I'm saying? But when we got like out of high school, it was like revising the album, revising the proper attire, the apparel we gonna put, the persona. But we saw them, me personally, I'm telling you, we saw them. So I didn't have, I think our contract was like, you call it a 360, but it wasn't a 360 like that. It was like a two-year contract, right? You give us 2 albums, we get on the file. If it's good, we'll readjust it. Then after you readjust it, but 2 albums.
Yo, you ever heard of Amalgam Digital?
Huh?
You ever heard of Amalgam Digital?
Bobby Digital?
Amalgam Digital. It was a record label. DJ Next and another
Where they
nigga.
from?
That's who Max B was signed to. Like
I think I heard of it on one in the back of the album, one of them Johns.
Like Joe Budden was signed to them. Like a bunch of people. That's who Joe Budden made a lot of his shit through. But Max was over there. A bunch of people was over there. But
was it the time music was out when Joe was doing?
Joe put out.
Was it music in that label?
Not 1 and 2. Nah, Joe put out Halfway House over there, like Halfway House and
was Pump It Up came from over there?
New Music 1 and 2. New Music 1 and 2 was way earlier.
But was Pump It Up from over there?
Hell no.
All right. So
Amalgam Digital ain't come to like 08, 09-ish times.
All right. No
but that's who Max. When Max left Jim, that's who he went to. I was fucking with Def Jam, and I took the same shit that I sold on Def Jam when my Def Jam shit was over. I changed the cover and went to Amalgam Digital and re-put the shit out on Amalgam Digital. All I did was change the cover.
Damn.
And then I put a new shit out with Amalgam Digital. I got a record with Shaheem. If you go to my YouTube channel, that record's up there. Because I only have
this one here
that I put up. Huh?
In the playlist?
On my videos, on my uploads. It's up there.
Right here that you got right now.
On my channel now, yeah.
All right, because I'm thinking about the old one that you had.
Now, I uploaded certain like music or whatever. But yeah, I had a song with him. And that was like my single that I had, the first song I had put out with Amalgam Digital and shit. But I don't really fuck with Amalgam Digital because of the way they paid niggas, they didn't really pay niggas right. When I was fucking with Def Jam, you see every sale and everything, like everything.
Yo, man, this is why
you get you get paid. Like I never had a problem with getting paid at Def Jam. Amalgam Digital, that shit, them niggas scamming, bro.
Yo, when I see, this is why, I lost a lot, but that's okay. The Most High gonna bring it back to a dream one day. But check it out.
You already know how that shit go. I was like, what the?
Yeah, but that's why Jimmy was so important at that time, Jimmy Henchman, because us being there for 2.5 years, getting the 400,000 and 4 of us splitting that and doing the shit that we like to do to keep the image and the shit that we were trying to do to build up what we were trying to do with Henchman Productions. So to hear him tell us that in little meanings, we all knew why people was fucking with Jimmy Henchman, son. Now I don't know, because I went in '96. I never forget, January, this month, the year Bill Cosby's son got murdered. Ennis Cosby, I never forget. I was in the precinct listening to the news on that shit. But I was I got violated on work release. I came home on work release. So when I came home on work release, I tried to go back to the situation, and something happened at the train station, and the pigs, you know how the pigs work. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know all that until I started seeing the Pac and listening in jail. But when I got there, 9-6, Pac was like 2-3 months just left, like almost, like he was already out. 9-5, somewhere in October.
Yeah, so Pac got out of jail like September, October 05.
And I came in
January. He went straight to death row.
Yeah, I came in 96 January, so it was only a few months.
Pac was only with death row for like 8-9 months, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
It wasn't even a year. Pac was not with death row over a year.
Because Suge said he wanted a 6-year deal, and Pac was like, "Yo, you know what?"
I'm just saying, being alive, like Pac got out like September, October, and then fucking.
What was the first album?
Next September.
What was the first album?
Pac's first album?
Me Against the World, right? All Eyes on Me.
You mean the first album with Death Row?
Yeah.
The first album was All Eyes on Me. Then he had
so that was a double album.
So yes, so that counts. It was supposed to count as 2, but they ain't really counted as 2.
Yeah, but
Pac had a 3-album deal. Pac had a 3-album deal, and this is the way that Tupac was looking at it. Pac was looking at it like, boom, I dropped All Eyes on Me. That should count as 2. And Pac was looking, after I dropped Machiavelli, that should be 3. I'm a free agent.
Nah, he had the Outlaws.
Now, the Outlaws album came after Pac died, but the way Pac was looking at it was he wanted to count All Eyes on Me as 2 albums, and then he wanted to count Machiavelli as 1 album.
Because Suge only wanted a 4-album deal.
Nah, Pac only had a 3-album deal.
That's what I'm saying. So Suge only wanted a 4-album deal.
They didn't count. But they didn't want to count for All Eyes on Me.
That's what he was trying to tell Suge.
To count it as 1.
Yeah, he was trying to tell Suge, like, yo, this is when I came out, I gave you a double album.
Yeah, because you know Reggie Wright, my homeboy, he was Suge Knight Security and shit. He got a YouTube channel on that, and we be chopping it up. Like I used to have a few years ago, I had just like a Tupac channel. You know what I'm saying? We was interviewing everybody, Outlaws. I had beef with one of them niggas and shit because we had a Facebook group, right? And like all these niggas was in the Facebook group. So like every time we interview somebody or something, they come like, all right, we add them in the Facebook group, like their Facebook page and shit. Yeah. One of these niggas, so boom, we done did this shit for like 2-3 years. So you cool with like all these people you know what I'm saying, chopping up where they watch all your lives. This nigga came in once we started interviewing him. This nigga's out here sending all the chicks dick pictures and shit, bro.
That's not a good look. That's
what I'm saying. So I went at that nigga head.
Yeah, that's not.
You know what I'm saying? We was going back and we went back and forth and shit, and then Reggie Wright had squashed that shit.
Yeah, I'm glad it did because we gotta respect ourselves on this thing, man, at all times. Even though we entertainment purposes only, we still gotta respect ourselves. Even though, you know,
I'm just like, bro, you disrespecting people
at the end of the day. So
you disrespecting chicks I've been cool with for 2 years,
or more.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
could have been high school.
Yo, this was the thing that got me at first because chicks wasn't coming just telling me at first, right? This is what chicks was doing. Chicks was like, yo, I can't be in this group no more. You know what I'm saying?
And that's foul because.
And I'm like, why? And they're like,
Yeah,
yo, I
because
just can't be in the group.
females make the chat.
Then like another chick was like, yo, I can't be in the group no more. This motherfucker said a dick. Then
Yeah,
that
but yeah,
third
by the
chick, I was
time
like,
y'all
yo,
got
what
home,
the
because
fuck?
y'all worked to try to get the settlement and look at things and say, oh, we're gonna block him after the first pick. He done got so exploited about it. Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
smoke
so it's
this.
like that's
Smoke
why
this.
I went ham about it, because for one, this is our group that we made on Facebook, because we was sharing on our videos, because we had a Facebook group. We upload a video on YouTube, whatever. We had hundreds of people in the Facebook group. We go to the Facebook group, we shared. And he had people leaving. He had chicks leaving because of that. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So
son
this chick
said
pissed
Def
me, got
Jam
him the
used to
fuck
have
out
a
of there, bro.
dope label. Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody had a dope label back
In
then.
the 90s, Def Jam shit
Yeah,
was
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Dum 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 dum.
You're right about that.
They
So
even had the nigga from Cali over there. J.O. Felony was over there on Def
yeah, I
Jam.
remember J.O., no doubt.
You feel me? So you already
Yeah.
know the vibes, nigga. We take it back.
Yo,
J.O.
man.
Felony.
Yeah, you know,
Even
and some of
was
these
it
events,
Warren G? Warren G was signed to Def Jam.
yeah. Yo, I
Warren
had
G when he
first
was
class
doing
hip
that
hop.
regulator and all that shit. That shit he wasn't signed to Dre or none of them niggas and none of them Cali niggas. He was signed to fucking Def Jam.
And yo, back somebody, yes, my man Kenworth T680, he got a video of me back in the days on stage with my rap group. He was telling me that when I was at the location for back in the days. And I was like, word. So I want to big up to my man Kenworth, man. You know, my brother right here, man. He said, yo, before I had my little, you know, my facial hairs, whatnot, and I was industry looking and all that. But yeah, he was there. So we know what we talking about, people. My man Hood TMZ podcast had a, we got to say, once was, not had, once was with a record deal like me. And we know the industry, man. Don't ask us why we ain't what we wanted to be today. We just, I don't like it.
Yeah, I wasn't even a rapper. That's the thing though. Like I used to write poetry. I had a
Make it
homeboy
different.
that
It was
rap.
fun.
I had a homeboy that rap though. So boom, he ain't had no license, so I used to take him to the studio. So when he was doing his album, this nigga had this one song that was crazy. So when he was rapping, like you know what I'm saying, he writing to it. I was writing to it or whatever. And he always tried to get me to rap. I ended up doing the one song with him on his album. It was like the best song on his
I
album.
think that was the one you played on your channel.
Now I don't even have this record no more. This
I
shit,
thought it
bro. This shit
sounded
is
like.
from this high school days. I ain't even got this record no more. I
I
ain't gonna
thought you
lie.
had one,
I'll
but
be
you
like,
had.
oh, I'll be like, oh, I wish I had this record because he passed away now. I ain't even got the record. But fucking this high school days. So we going to shows and shit, and that was the dopest song. So he was like, yo, while he was doing so the next CD he did. He did that album, like say he go to the studio for like 3 hours. 2 hours
What?
he would do like his like shit just for his album, and like the last hour we did shit for like a group album. So like the
Oh,
last
okay.
album, like me and him recording shit for like our album. You know what I'm saying? And I just got
Because
into music like that. We ended up putting a fucking album out. Then he ended up helping me put a solo joint out, and then fucking it was off to the races. That's how I met 3D Nati. I was about to do a song with Nicki Minaj, right? Nicki Minaj wasn't blown up or nothing. This one she was fucking with Fendi and shit. This before
yeah,
Lil Wayne. This
come
before
up
Lil Wayne, all
DVD.
that shit, right? I went on cruise. I went to Dubai, France, Greece, all this shit, Italy. Nicki blows up. I'm gone for like 8 months. Nicki blows. This when Nicki first get her deal. Nicki blows up. So we had I was gonna give her like 3 racks to do a mixtape song. You know what I'm saying? Original record or whatever, right? Bro,
Mm-hmm.
by the time I came back, she wanted 30 racks, nigga. I was like, bro,
Woo!
what the fuck? I got no 30 racks.
Yo,
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling you,
saying?
man.
That's
Nothing.
but it's all good though. I'm glad she did that though, because if she didn't do that, I would have never found 3D Nati. So boom, I wanted to do a record with a chick. I fucking scoured the internet, everything. Ended up finding 3D Nati, and I've been cool with her ever since. It's like 15 years ago. You feel me? She done brought me on tour with her. I got it. She put me on a record with her and Ransom when she was out here about to sign with Timberland and shit. She was out
Mm.
here for like 3 months. I was running around with her, tweeting all the motherfuckers and shit. She ended up not signing and shit. She ended up fucking with Russell Simmons and Leo and shit. They got some kind of label together. They think it's called Def Jam
Leon
Digital.
Cohen.
Yeah,
he
Leo
had
Cohen.
he had what's the name of that? I think Interscope.
Some shit. No. They had a label together.
Who?
After this was a couple years ago. This is
That
Leo
had to be at Interscope Island or some shit.
I forget the
I used to
name of
read
the
the
shit,
fucking
man.
shit in Source magazine. You talk about
I
like
forget the name of the shit, but
Def Jam
she was
Island.
fucking with them. She ended up fucking with them instead of Timberland. You feel me?
Oh.
Because it's like an independent. She got like an independent deal with these things. You feel me?
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean old girl?
Yeah, my homegirl. So
I thought you were talking about and Nicki Minaj.
She made over $1 million fucking with these niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? She Gucci. But when I met her, this is now. But I met her like 08, 09.
08, 09. That was my kid.
When I met her, this is why she fucking me. When I met her, I was more popular than her. You feel me? Like nobody knew who the fuck she was for real. You feel me? And then fucking I was always like, yo, she gonna be da da da. And then fucking she ended up popping, and she was like, yo, you always was pushing my shit, always believed in me. I was like, yo, first time I heard you spit, I already knew. She rapped over this fucking. It's called Third Time's a Charge. You can put 3D Nazi in YouTube. I think it's on YouTube. I heard her rap over that shit, and I was like, yo, boom, we need her. And then I ended up putting a single to my project out with her. And the next thing you know, she ended up popping. People searching her name and all that shit. She ain't really have a lot of music out. So when they were searching her name on iTunes or this and that, they come into my shit buying my song. They just off of her.
Yeah, I remember.
You feel me? Like she didn't have that much shit on iTunes, so they was just buying whatever she had up there, my nigga.
You see, thievery. But it's a
you know
funny story.
So I mean, I paid her. I didn't even pay her that much. You paid like $500 to do a song, $600. But she brought me mad. She brought me mad fucking sales and all type of shit. That's why I'm like, yo, that was a good look. And we've been cool ever since. So
that's great.
But I would have never found her if Nicki Minaj didn't curve me and become a star and all that shit. I would have never found her.
Damn. But yo, it's a funny story that you said you had a female rapper in your group. I remember the day when Foxy Brown came to Henchman Productions. Because, you know, Jimmy Henchman produced it, Groove Theory. No one would have known who Groove Theory was if it wasn't for Jimmy Henchman. You know who Groove Theory was? Huh, Hood TMZ?
Yeah, I know who Groove Theory is. They do that song, Tell Me What You Want.
But yo,
that was that shit back in the day.
So they was looking for all sorts of remixes, son. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the only person that had the situation.
Groove Theory was the shit back in the day. They had that Tell Me record, bro.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. They wanted to do a remix because the record was so popping. They kept bothering Jimmy. No, they kept bothering Jimmy that she needed to do a remix, and the girl didn't want to really pull too heavy. She wanted to stay like how Gil Scott, Badu. She was like right there before them people. You know what I'm saying? Around that time, it wasn't no real neo soul type shit like that when she came out with that. You know what I mean? It's just that she couldn't deal with the remix. They was like, yo, you done made all this money. We need a remix. Foxy Brown, everybody, Little Kim, they all tried to like, yo, Mary J, Jimmy knew all these good women R&B's, man. Faith, I remember seeing them. I just wasn't starstruck though. It was before immediate.
You a little bit older than me. I ain't never seen no Faith on them like that. Like
because Jimmy Henchman is what they said that you hear from him now. That's just what they saying. But the cloth, the deep cover of the man was a good man. For a 2-album deal, 3-album deal for some kids out of high school.
You older than me. I ain't never get to see like Pac and Big and all them niggas like that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I gave a story
about
I
met like Pac. Cam and you know what I'm saying? I met like the next, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was born in 83. I ain't never get a chance to meet all them.
Here go another funny thing.
I met Nas before.
Nas, that's good.
I met
I've been to
Nas in
Queensbridge. I
Busta
met him too.
Rhymes at Smoking Grooves. This when Nas had that record with Lauren Hill. Lauren Hill, what was this shit? If I ruled the world.
You from where? I met Nas when he was
I
putting
was a
together
youngster, nigga. I was like
Illmatic.
11, 12, nigga.
And when I met Nas, it was halftime Nas. It was nasty Nas.
See, nah,
Nah, it wasn't Nas.
you got you got it. I ain't got them moments, nigga.
Huh?
I said you got it. I ain't got them moments, nigga. Don't even get me up here lying, nigga. I ain't got no
Nah, it
moments
was
from
nasty
halftime,
Nas.
nigga. I was
Right?
like, nigga, shit,
Nah,
you was
because you
around.
gotta
You was in the
remember,
golden
Nas is
era,
like
nigga.
Nas
You
is
was in
only
the
like
fucking
5
golden
years.
era, son.
Huh?
You was in the golden era, bro. You was in the best era running around with these
Yeah.
niggas.
So when Timberlands was Timberlands, man. So when, because
Nigga, you was out here running around with Pac was running around, nigga.
but we was young, and what it was that he wanted to hear us just rap, like, you know, we get the weed, everything is cool, niggas got like 20-40 minutes or some shit like that to fuck around, and Jimmy not there, whatever, his brother Mario was there, and the A&Rs is there, the big top A&Rs. When Jimmy come in, sometimes he don't smoke, so he be doing all this shit, but we up on the roof, which is like, it's like, you been there, big
Yo,
ass
didn't Jimmy
office.
help break Denzel?
Huh?
Didn't Jimmy help break Denzel Washington as an actor or some shit?
For what they said, that was the time when 92 for the Malcolm X, something, I think. The Malcolm X film was Spike. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, it was Brooklyn, Fulton Street. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Fulton Street.
I see pictures with Denzel Washington, like a young ass Denzel with Jimmy Henchman. And I'm like, what?
That's what I'm saying, Cap. So when I remember, I didn't skip no high school. I went 4 years. All my niggas went 4 years. That's why Jimmy gave us the utmost respect, because we did 4 years. He knew out of this group that he had some molding Negroes that was going to be the engine, but it was getting shady from what I don't really know. All I knew, the leader of my group was like, yo, we got to pull out. You know what I'm saying? We got to pull out. You know, and I didn't understand. I'm like, yo, this nigga gave us this bread. What the fuck? You know, are we going, how much you spend? How much you spend was hectic. I'm in the project. That shit that you see in the back, that's where the fuck I come from. Brooklyn, Noble Drew Ali Plaza, Brownsville, 5 buildings. And that's my building right there in the back, 230, Light Avenue. So he when he came there, niggas ain't really know. But MOP knew. You see how deep this look? Wu-Tang knew. Because Wu-Tang Power had a girl up in there that he had that was a baby mother. You know what I'm saying? And one of our, and you know, and her nephews, we used to play ball at the BRC and all that. He used to get the Wu jackets and all that for us and all that. That's when you see Ray and Ghost and all these to come in. The whole 9 squad used to come up in there.
Them niggas used to be in Far Rockaway because old boy used to write for that nigga.
Yeah. So the funny story, after Jimmy used to come pick me up, and I used to be like, nah, don't do that, man. You can't do that. I'm still in the hood. You can't do that. I can't even let these niggas know I got 100 G's sitting in my mom's mattress right now. You can't do that. You know, I had to do a lot of sneaky shit with that type of bread, man, at that time. You talking about 20-something years, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, when jewelry was jewelry, but I wasn't jewelry, though. You know, I was just like trying to be fucking mastermind, however we thought. That's what got me my time. So, and that's what I was telling my lives, like, yo, I didn't tell my lawyers when I got that money. The judge was even trying to squeeze me. Like, yo, who the fuck is this kid? You know, he got a paid lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I paid so much. It was going from a 4 to 12, 3 to 9, 3 to 9, 3 to 9.
There's some old days. Niggas is running
And I
around.
pushed it to a 2 to 6, man. I ran off with that, man.
Yo, when I did music, my nigga, I was making more money from the street shit. That's when I was selling drugs. I didn't even give a fuck. Like, yo, bro, we was just blowing money, my nigga. I was taking motherfuckers shopping and shit. Like every Friday and shit. The niggas that's really around me, chicks on shit. Cause I'm going shopping and shit. I used to take them shit. Yo, you want some sneakers or you want this, you want that, da da da. And yo, you hold motherfuckers down like that, they look out for you life or death, my nigga. I had people do all that. I was playing with a nigga one day. We was taking mushrooms. This first time I ever took mushrooms. I'm joking. I told this nigga because I used to print up fake money. You know what I'm saying? I used to make fake money and you know what I'm saying, buy drugs with it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I was dating this chick. Her brother was at my house. Somebody came that we both know you know what I'm saying, he bought some coke off me. So then the phone rings. It's his sister. But I tell the nigga, like, yo, that nigga gave me fake money, whatever. Show him the money, whatever. I go in the room, I'm talking to his sister or whatever. This nigga leaves my crib, goes to this nigga house. This nigga ready to kill this nigga. So I'm talking to his sister on the phone. This nigga live like 2 blocks away. This nigga called me. He like, yo, such outside my house trying to kill me. I'm like, oh my God. I ain't know this nigga was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It was just a joke. You know what I'm saying? But I took care of these niggas. So them niggas was running around. And they was even doing like music and shit. But we was making more money than in the street. Like, yo, we had a system set up. Yo, I had a homeboy that I used to hustle with, right? This nigga was an assistant manager at a liquor store, right?
Yes.
Every Friday, the manager, every Friday, the manager was never there.
Shit.
Like, you know, so he's the assistant manager. He's in charge. You feel me?
Perfect hit.
He comes in to work at like 9 o'clock in the morning. He don't leave until close, like 10 o'clock p.m. That nigga used to give me fucking 2, 3, whatever money we needed to go flips. Like if we knew we could make a big ass flip that day, but we ain't have all the drugs and shit or all the money, he'd give me the bread. I go get the shit, flip it. That ass. He give me the bread from the fucking liquor store. I go flip it, make our profit, and I bring this nigga back the bread that we had took out at fucking 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I bring that shit back at like 8, 9 o'clock at night by the time he closed that shit. And we did that shit every fucking Friday like clockwork. And we was putting that shit with our bread and all that shit. We was killing niggas, bro. Bro, cause we was killing niggas, my nigga. But this is way back in the day. This like this before I went to the military. This like
what year was that?
This before I went to the military. This like from 02 to like 05 we did that shit, man.
All right, so at that time, let me see. I was still making moves. I was in the project because I came home like around 2001. I went in.
That's when I was running around. Like, I was running around Far Rockaway before that, but like them times,
we knew to stay from out. If we didn't know nobody out there.
In Harlem. I used to live on 7th Ave, Adam Clayton Powell.
We knew to stay from out there. If we ain't know nobody out there, we didn't go.
That's when Cameron was talking about that purple haze and everybody was out there. Bro, I could just come outside my building and I didn't even have to go look for weed, nigga.
It was right there, right?
Right there on the stoop, nigga.
Because everybody knew that it was so far to travel to get it.
Because niggas would be inside the building.
Yeah, it's so far to travel to get it. You got to cross the BQE and all that. It was like, woo! I remember deliveries over there. I had to cross the BQE, Brooklyn Queens Expressway just to get through. Because, it's a long ride even on the A train.
I miss them days, bro. Like,
yeah, it was even a long ride on the A train, kid. Like, the A train was like, that's how niggas used to get, like, you had to be strapped up. If you ride,
I got into some shit. I got into a bunch of shit when I was in Jersey. So, like, what happened is that I signed up for the military, but when I signed up, my girl was pregnant. So I was like, yo, I don't want to leave until after I have my kid. I want to see the birth of my kid.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
You feel me?
No doubt.
She ended up having a fucking miscarriage.
Oh,
so I still was, you know what I'm saying? So when she had a miscarriage, it's like, shit. I went back extra hard into the streets. So I was like, shit, I'm not about to handle, because I'm thinking in my mind, like, I need to get this. I need to change and do this. I'm about to have a kid. I can't come bring a kid into the hand. I'm fucking running around fucking coke all over the place. You know what I'm saying? That's why I joined the military. But after that happened, I was like, well, I got this amount of time till I leave, bro. We was going crazy, my nigga. And I left Jersey because you know what I'm saying, some shit happened. and fucking I went to New York, and then fucking I was going from New York to fucking Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I wasn't even going to Jersey no more. I was going from straight Harlem. Only places I was going, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and fucking Harlem. You ever been to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania?
I was in Shawnee and Fernwood.
Dog, it's all because I love Spanish chicks, dog.
So
It's all Spanish motherfuckers and it's all Spanish people in Bethlehem, son.
see,
I
I
had
was
a
over there
ball
with
out
a
there,
lot of,
bro.
it was Indian reserve, and mixed with whitey tighties and whatnot. And Fernwood was just perfect because woo, it was a nice 30-minute, sometimes 45. If it's tight, 50. Stop with here and there, maybe an hour.
But I had to get out of Jersey, man, because some shit happened. Like, yo, I had a party, a nigga that I was hustling with and shit, right? I gave this nigga some coke. He was sniffing that shit on the way to pick his girl up. The nigga gets pulled over, makes a deal with the cops, goes, picks his girl up, comes back to the party, and then like a couple of weeks later, this nigga end up snitching on niggas. But he ain't snitch on me. He snitched on niggas that like pretty much work for me. You know what I'm saying? And then
Heavy
after
job.
that happened, I was scared because I was like, all right, these niggas got snitched on by him, but yeah, they know my whole fucking stilo. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be making the same moves. So I left Jersey and I was gone. You know what I'm saying? I was gone. I went straight. I went to home.
Hey,
I was out of there.
some people got to
And then
do.
right before that, like,
about.
all right, so boom, that shit happened. Then right before that, like right before I left, two of my boys came to my house. My girl was there, like a few of my boys and shit. We drinking, we smoking. These niggas came in there, they had gloves on. You feel me? And like in the middle of summer, it's hot as shit. you already know why they had the gloves on. Them niggas is ready to, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
He's like, yo, we going to such and such. I'm about to go with these niggas. My girl was like, nah. This is like a month before I left.
You stayed. You listened to that voice, huh?
She was like, nah, you ain't going. Da 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 da. Me and her arguing and shit. Boom. I don't go. It's like 3:00. Tell me why these niggas was like on the 6:00 news.
You see?
These niggas, but that the shit they did, they wouldn't have did if I was there. Like these niggas just went erratically, just airing shit out. Like I got plans. I don't just erratically air shit out. You feel me?
Yo, that's a.
But then these niggas ended up getting arrested and shit, man. And then the next one, I ended up going to boot camp and I was gone.
Yeah, because they tried to give it to me, but I already pushed the age, and then my eyes, and I was like, yo, put me in linguistics. I deal with that. I blah blah blah. Cause I went for Navy SEAL. I wanted to really.
You wanted to be a Navy SEAL?
Yeah, because
oh shit,
I was like, I signed up for because it was just something about it when I was in camp. When I became in love with the water.
Yo, them niggas, I had took the. They got this shit called an ASVAB. I don't know how they do it now, but back then they had this shit called an ASVAB test, right? I took the ASVAB test. And them niggas was like, yo, we'll give you a bonus if you come in. And I was like, word? And them niggas gave me a bonus. Like, they gave me half the bonus before I even left. And they gave me you know what I'm saying? This shit got taxed. They taxed shit out this shit. They gave me a 10 grand bonus, but I've got like probably like 7 G's after, you know what I'm saying? They taxed that shit. I got like 7 grand after taxes. They gave me half that shit before I left, and they gave me half the shit after I finished boot camp.
So, damn. So what they did?
I know being a SEAL, they was. I know they was offering y'all niggas like 50 bands, 30 bands.
I was just happy to let them know that I ain't gonna quit. That's how my mindset was, and not only that, I had the recruit come in and like, yo, Your Honor, he gonna, just come on, cut him. It wasn't no money big because they was trying to find out about my money. And I wouldn't tell
that shit changed my life, my man.
Yeah, it came from Jimmy Henchman, and I was a record deal, blah, blah, blah. They would have loved that. That would have been hoopla. Oh, we got one or two.
You was on a different level. You was on a different level than me. See, you was on a different level than me. I had fun. Like, when we went to boot camp, I left from Brooklyn. You feel me?
I didn't get that far.
When I left, I was in boot camp with all New York motherfuckers. It was like all New York, a few Jersey motherfuckers. And like everybody from like Brooklyn, Queens. We was in that bitch having fun, son.
Yeah.
But like, yo, that shit changed my life. Because everybody that I was immediately running around with in like 03, 04, 05, I signed up the military, I left in 05. Everybody that I was immediately running around with in 05, Right now, the motherfuckers is either dead in jail, broke, living with their sister, living with their mother. Doing, you know what I'm saying? No, they're making $12 an hour. Like nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody, you know what I'm
My
saying?
well, my story, like I said, was very, very intricate, like moving and grooving until I got what we got and how we got what we got it doing the right thing. But
These
in that
niggas still
time,
stuck in Jersey. Ain't never like, bro, I'd have been all across the world. These niggas still stuck in Jersey, bro. Ain't
yo,
been
you heard of
nowhere.
the shot
Back.
camp?
Huh?
You heard of shot?
Shot? Shot
Yeah,
camp? You
shot.
was in shot camp?
Yeah, like shot camps.
Yeah. I heard of shot camp, yeah.
Yeah, so this what I got to that when I used my military situation. They was like, well, he ain't even did anything. Well, he just signed up. He was about to go,
Huh.
but he got in trouble. So they're like, well, put him in the shot camp. I did like 9 months of that crazy shit, man. And I was like, wait a minute, is this how this gonna be if I would have went out there and did something with these guys? And them niggas was like, kinda. So I was like, that shit was real. I did like 12 on that.
But we went out to sea for like 7 months at a time. We had like maybe like 20 Navy SEALs on the boat. When
Damn, that's good.
I was on a carrier, so I was on the USS Harry S. Truman. We had 5,000 people on it.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
took
Like,
us to
yo,
certain for like
there's no
certain
way you could know like everybody on the boat. That shit was crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? That shit was 5,000 people. That shit was
like a
crazy.
yacht. I know what you're talking about.
This is mixtape days. Like, yo, people was getting mixed. We used to be getting mixtapes flowing in albums because it's like 05, 06, 07. You know what I'm saying? This when people had the iPods and shit. So like,
yeah,
I used to get the mixtapes flown in because I was in supply. I used to get food flown in, like pizzas and all types of shit, because they would have helos come in like every day. When we're
So
not
you
like
still
far from
got
the United
those.
States,
So
because it'd
yeah,
be
you still
sometimes we
got
like
them
just
hard
like
drive.
in
That's
Florida.
I commend you because I tried to keep. My peeps didn't know after I went in. They started to like scatter. So but I commend you for having all those old classics that you be doing that you have. I wish I had. I just got some small memory of the times that took place. But my military class for that shock joint was
Where was
Navy
your
SEAL.
shock shit at? What state was that?
I was like in Mariah Shock.
Fuck
First
is
it was
that?
Lakeview. They was like upstate New York. Upstate New York. Like we talking like Napa Notch.
Son, I done been all around and shit. Like
We
we
went
was in
talking about
fucking.
Napa Notch, Dannemora.
I went to boot camp in Chicago. We was in Chirac. They had certain places blocked off that we couldn't go to, and of course we was young, so we want to go to these places. It's 05. You know what I'm saying? We running around Chirac.
Oh yeah, see that's
Then we
heavy.
went to Mississippi. We was in I was in Mississippi during Hurricane Katrina.
So
We was
you went
helping
to the
getting
real
bodies out and
deal.
all that shit. Then I
Yeah,
left
you went to the
Mississippi.
real deal. You ain't playing no egg. You went straight there. I
Yeah,
tried to
I
get
left
out.
Mississippi, came to Virginia. Left Virginia, went to Italy. Left
Oh,
there,
that's
went to
beautiful.
France. Left there, went to Dubai.
I want to
Left there, went
salute.
to Greece. And then
I
we was
wanna
going back and forth. Like I went to Dubai like 8 times.
I want to say thank you for serving the country and making me be free the way we are today, man. We got MS up in the place to build it.
MS, salute.
Salute. So, here's another good story with Jimmy Henchman, man, right? Only you I talk to is sometimes nobody I talk about myself with it. But you I like dealing with because you cool. You know how it is. Yeah, I remember Benzito ran up on me, son. You know Benzito, right?
Fuck yeah.
All right, so I remember that nigga ran up on me with the motherfucking getting that Eminem back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Yo, I put you all up on the Source. This is when you wanted to be on the cover of Source magazine. I was like, yo, I don't give a fuck if I get one mic. I don't care. I just want to get in the Source magazine. I just want to go to school, show that shit off, man. Woo! Cause we made the Vibe magazine with Biggie and Puff on the cover. When Biggie was with Puff, when they both had the low haircuts. When Biggie was in that denim, Puff was behind him in the bald head. That old Vibe magazine. You pull that up. We was in there, the Bionic Idiots. When we knew Jimmy pulled us in there, we was like, yo, we on our way. I remember I used to go to the library and steal mad copies. You know what I mean? And have the teacher bring more like, yo, why it ain't here? And I used to be in school tagging them up on the wall and lockers and shit. Like, yo, it was mad fun back then. Word. So when Benzito approached me, so I ain't tell him about Jimmy yet. I ain't saying that. I was just listening to him, just trying to see where he was going at with it. Then he started to talk a little couple dollars and all that. So I think I went back and said, yo, Jimmy, you know, the Source magazine holla at me. He was like, who? I said, the owner. He was like, Zito? I was like, yeah. He was like, what's up with him? He's like, yo, I think he wanna do some type of work, you know, dealing with Eminem. You know, what you do? I said, man, after me and Ben was talking for a minute, I said, yo, I gotta go talk to my manager, my people. He said, who are your people? I can buy them out. Blah, 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 blah. Yo, ain't no record label. Did he have something? I think he had a little something out back in the days, right?
Who?
Benzito.
He had Made Men or whatever.
Something out there, right?
And he had a record label. They had Made Men, and then he had damn, them niggas out in Boston. I forget the name of their little clique or whatever he had.
Yeah, see, that's where we gotta go back. That you'll take care of that later. I know you'll figure it out.
He got a little clique, man.
But that was that.
I forget the name of the clique, but I know that the label I think was called Made Men or some shit like that.
I forgot the name, but remember, you know, I was that was some time. That's how far I go back with this hip hop. That's how much I love it. But I didn't like it after when I got in jail and I saw Pac and Biggie. And I was like, yo, ain't these the same nigga? I ain't telling niggas in no jail nothing. I was just saying to myself, and that shit fucked with me. I'm sitting there all the time. I'm trying to get out to be like, yo, this shit can be saved. Because both of them niggas was chill when I last seen them. It was smoking blunts. That motherfucking outfit you seen Big in with the leather, with the dude with the bandana, Pac standing next to him. Those was them days.
Hell yeah. Classic shit.
What niggas talking about, man? Them niggas was buddies, man. Fuck the nigga saying sleep on the couch and come on, that's I don't know all that, but I know you know that photo. Bitch got the finger up, the fucking black. Remember that?
Hell yeah.
All right, then that was that.
Pac and Biggie used to run around. They got pictures with Pac with the whole Junior Mafia with Biggie.
That's what I'm trying to say. So this shit that
Pac got multiple. Pac got people keep talking about Pac and Faith. Pac got multiple pictures with Faith on different days when they're in different outfits.
It was going to. This is the industry. We about to make it look. This whole thing was, we know Hood TMZ and Hood Hamptons, we don't like each other. But look, man, we got to get the money. It's entertainment. Fans wanted to hear of Faith and Tupac. Can you imagine hearing that type of work out there like that? Besides the dirty work that they projected. But
she on what's it called? She's on what's it called? She's on that song "Call You." Wonder why they call you bitch. That's her singing. That's her singing on the hook.
That's her.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Hey,
bro,
no, I heard that they stole the sample.
That's her, bro.
Nah, I heard
she came to the studio.
Yeah, that's why she said you didn't tell me that I was doing that for your beef with Son.
Exactly, but she did it.
Yeah, but she didn't know.
She didn't know. She didn't know what she didn't know.
So
he was talking about her.
Huh?
When the hook, when she's like, wonder why when he's on the hook, wonder why they call you bitch. Wonder why they call you bitch. He really indirecting it, and she's actually singing the hook. Wonder why they call me bitch. She talking about herself.
Was that the time him and Son was going at it?
Yeah, that's on the All Eyes on Me album.
That's what I'm trying to say. That was a setup, man.
That was a setup, yeah.
That was a setup, man.
He set her up.
That was a setup, yeah, because I thought she was like, yo, you told
why the whole time when they took those pictures and shit or whatever, she fucking she took the pictures because she went to the studio to do that record. You feel me?
I'ma say they laced her shit You know, or she has some powerful
When you
fucking
look at the picture
California
with her,
weed.
she's still it's almost damn near she better throw up a West Coast sign.
Yeah, her
You can tell she
publicist
drunk.
did
You can
that.
tell she drunk and high.
Yeah,
My
and her
boy
publicist
Reggie
did
Wright.
that too.
Reggie Wright said he walked in and fucking Tupac was pushing her head down. She about to give him top, and he walked out because that was the security. You feel me?
Yo, we all know the psychology about that, right? When the niggas say, "Yo, I've been trying to get this girl for so long, but I have you from rent this girl. You're gonna do this just to see if she get in. So when she come in, you'll be doing all crazy. It was
This
all a
the thing.
setup.
This is
Right?
another reason why I think Faith. I'm not going nowhere. Tell
Mm.
him I'm not going nowhere.
But no doubt, if you gotta make the move, let me know whenever you're
So
ready.
boom, you know Biggie and Puffy. Biggie started fucking with Kim, and they sent Faith home on tour, so she wasn't making no bread. You feel me?
But Biggie and Kim was
And they sent
always.
Faith home. They sent Faith home on tour. They didn't want Faith around, and that's when she went out and she started fucking with Pac and did all that shit. After they sent her home on tour, they was on tour and kicked her off the tour.
That was only during the hardcore album.
I'm not talking about Lil Kim, I'm talking about Faith.
Yeah, they sent Faith home.
Yeah, but then that's when she started running around. That's when she started
Because
running
soon
around
as
with
I
Pac.
get home was only a hit. That was only she had. Lil Kim had hardcore. That shit was automatically come on, her Little C. I know you see me on the video. That shit had to have Biggie C's Junior Mafia on that shit. Why would we bring Faith on tour as soon as we get home? I mean, we thinking record wise, we thinking energy wise, we going on tour. You got to bring Little Kim. It's hardcore. You know what I'm saying? That album was a magnificent album from Little Kim. When Little Kim was Little Kim, man, for real. You know, and Foxy Brown Il Nana album, boy, oh
Yeah,
boy, oh boy.
shit's classics, man. Certified.
Oh my lord.
But that's why I feel like Faith did what she did with Tupac because she got sent home on tour. They wasn't paying her. She wasn't making no money. And then Biggie was running around with Lil Kim.
It wasn't that it was running around with Little Kim. Little Kim was just that popping, and then Faith didn't wanna
Yeah, but Faith was the wife, and she knows that Kim was fucking Biggie, and they sent her home.
only
She's gonna feel some
because
kind of way, my nigga, and that's why she went over there with Pac, bro. That
Faith did
shit
that out
happened
of
while
vengeance. If
Biggie.
she did that, she
That
did
shit
that out of
happened while
vengeance.
Biggie and
I'm
Puffy
trying to
was on
stick up
tour.
for it. I'm trying to say record sales wise, I don't think it shouldn't have happened at all. But I'm thinking the so much air and energy around Little Kim that it had to be that way.
That was a part of it too. It's mad shit. She wasn't getting paid.
Because
She wasn't getting money. Then for
yeah,
what she fucking smoked crack and sniffed coke. There's
because
mad shit that play into it. That's her husband. They kick her off on tour. There's a bunch of shit that play into that shit, bro.
that's like saying baby
You gotta
girl
remember, she was a crackhead.
from what they say.
What you mean? What they say? She's a drug addict.
Faith?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Faith's a fucking drug addict, my nigga. She been on drugs. So it's like, yo, you going through all
Before
this
Faith,
shit
it was
and you
Charlie
doing.
Baltimore.
She going through all that shit and she's a drug addict and
Don't
she's a
forget Charlie
superstar.
Baltimore though.
She was going through mad crazy shit in her mind. That bitch was on fucking crack and coke and shit, bro.
I remember Charlie Baltimore, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So out of all their careers, two stayed good. One really went to the top, which is the Queen Bee. But at that time, when Little Kim was hot, Little Kim had the biggest parties at that time when Faith was when they was all at Bad Boy.
Lil Kim was that shit. Biggie
That's
was
what I'm
writing her
trying to say.
rhymes, bro. Biggie
And
was writing
you
Lil
got
Kim rhymes. Biggie
and you
had an
don't want
issue with
to have your
Puffy.
wife around.
That's why Biggie lied to Puffy about the publishing shit. Because if he would have said he was writing Lil Kim rhymes, Puffy would have took the publishing for it. So Biggie let Little Kim just get the publisher for it, and she broke him off. And Puffy found out about it, and him and Puffy had an issue about it.
Yeah, that's when she started to do the La Bella Mafia album.
But
that was around that time.
The first album, Biggie was writing her shit.
Yeah, hardcore.
Facts.
And she got all the publishing rights from that.
Puffy didn't see no publishing off of it, nigga, because Biggie didn't let Puffy know I'm writing her shit.
Yeah. Until the movie told everything out. But yeah, you're right. At that time.
Nah, Puff found out before Biggie died.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they had an issue or whatever, but the movie ain't tell that shit the way, you know what I'm saying? You gotta listen, you gotta watch Gene Deal, man. You gotta watch Gene Deal. Gene Deal be telling all that shit.
I like Deal, but we get to him. The whole thing was when Big, he might have what he had, but this whole thing was 1700 for the restoration. You know, these rappers, they was doing their thing, Biggs and them. You know, it was a great time. And
but Biggie was broke.
Huh?
Biggie was broke.
At that time?
Bro, Biggie's mother, they was building Biggie mother house or renovating it or some shit like that. And they had to stop because they didn't have enough bread and Biggie had to borrow the money from Puffy. He didn't have the money to cover it. And Gene Deal made a joke to Biggie about that shit.
That was at the Ready to Die album.
Nah, this after Ready to Die. This is during this after Pac died. This after Pac is dead. This right before Big died.
Didn't start seeing no money until
Big died within 6 months after Pac. This is after Pac died, so this is big within the last 6 months of Big's life. Biggie didn't have the bread to even cover to take care of that.
So that's what the LA ride was for then, probably. To do the last show, to come up with the Think Big productions that he was about to produce. When he got shot,
Puffy was getting all the bread, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why the Locks went over there and got their situation done. But they already knew.
That's why it was about the publishing. You know, these niggas get paid off that publishing.
And that's you heard and Jada said it all day long. Bro. That Big get paid off the catalog.
Biggie didn't own his publishing. Biggie ended up selling his publishing to Puff.
Yeah. Now his daughter probably fighting for it now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure they got it now. But I'm saying when Biggie was alive, that's why Puffy was mad. Because he knew Biggie wrote that fucking hardcore album. And Puffy knew that shit's gonna fucking be a classic and sell forever. Just like it's still selling right now in 2023. And he's not seeing no fucking money off of Biggie's publishing.
Only one getting money is Little Kim.
Exactly, because Biggie kept it a band. You know, if you feel me?
Yep. He got her the right publishing deal and told her that was it. And what he told her back in the days was, I'm gonna write this and you spit it the way you think you need to spit it. And
I think if Big never
we all kind of knew.
Big would have always helped Little Kim writing.
Man, I'm glad Biggie did that, man. And he tried to
they would have made how many classics they would have made together if Big never died. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
And then Biggie, the Dipset was about to come out through Bad Boy and Biggie and all that. You feel me?
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit that people don't know. Biggie, Cameron got signed to Undies. The only reason Cameron got signed to Undies is because Big wanted to sign Cam. Big ended up dying. Biggie business partner Undies, Rivera, he ended up still signing Cam.
That was big, man.
So imagine what would have happened if fucking if Biggie never died and Cam and Dipset and them niggas was over there, my nigga. You would have had motherfucking Dipset, Biggie, Mace.
That's why he had the shit called The Commission.
And the Locks, nigga.
The album was called The Commission.
And the Dipset and Biggie and all them niggas coming up as one team.
That's why he called The Commission. And that's why Sean made the album.
That shit would have been crazy. Bro, them niggas would have had Dipset and the Locks on the same unit, the same label, the same.
Did you know that was going to be called The Commission, though?
Commission, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why, did you know Sean had a song with that?
Yeah, The Commission is on Sean album.
Huh?
It's on Shine first album.
Yeah. That's what it was about. He was trying to reconnect that. Because Big had the main. That's why I'm mad that I'm thinking, man. But if Big was that cool with Jay, man, if Big was that cool with Jay, I'm pretty sure that's
You
why
gotta
Jay
think
doing the
Biggie,
things he doing. Because that nigga
Jay-Z,
got Biggie
Biggie,
locked up.
Biggie on
Got
Jay,
Biggie rhyme
Biggie
book,
on
son.
Jay first album, man.
He got Biggie rhyme book, son.
Biggie on Jay first album and Jay's on Big's second album.
Yeah, Love the Dough. That's right.
That is a classic. That nigga Biggie took shots at Shaq on that shit. That's a classic.
And Michael Jackson, son.
Lost chips off Lakers, gassed off Shaq.
And
This
everybody
after he
lost
did the
money on
song
that
with
deal with
Shaq and all
Shaq.
that shit, son. That shit
Big Toe got fucked up, man.
That shit's like one of the funniest deals in hip hop to me, my nigga. That nigga said lost chips off Lakers, gassed off Shaq. I know that nigga Shaq feeling crazy.
And then Shaq, all I can say, the story gonna come out. They ain't catch these killers yet. The Most High gonna bring them out. You can bury so long, but it's still gonna resurface.
Biggie's killers?
They ain't never catch nobody, man.
They know who killed these niggas, my nigga.
They know, but ain't nobody come to get. You know how people come out, right?
We know who. It's like the same thing with Stack Bundles. We know who killed Stack Bundles. We know who killed Biggie. We know who killed Pac. They just didn't convict. The nigga that killed Stack Bundles, they don't give a fuck about convicting him for Stack Bundles because after he killed Stack Bundles, he killed a cop with the same gun he got.
I heard about that, yeah. I'm mad that the precise bullets hit Chinks.
How the fuck? Crazy.
How
the same gun that killed Stack Bundles killed a cop, and they recovered the gun, and they said, yo, the same gun and the same bullets that the same gun killed Stacks killed this cop, and they didn't pursue a case with it. They just pursued a case against the cop, and then Stack Bundles murders unsolved. And then niggas that and that whole cop killing shit, they was ratting on each other for the Stack Bundles murder.
When I remember back in the days when niggas was scared of 50 Cent, son, after Jam Master Jay got murdered. I remember.
They had the whole feds. I remember all that shit. They had they had fucking that shit and all that shit.
Dumb niggas tried to put that shit on Fifth so much, son.
Fifth had a show that night, nigga. I remember 50 had a show that night. I was still out there. 50 had a show that night. They had helicopters and all that shit out there.
Yeah. And he was
remember that shit, nigga.
And he was in the studio with Master J that night.
Yo, that nigga 50. When 50 first came out, that shit was crazy.
And let me tell you something. Here goes something you could probably bring up, and we could bring it up together, and you can elaborate on your show with it. Ain't nobody except probably two people in the hip hop game that could talk about Puffy. And I don't want to give you no trivia on it. I'll give you the answer.
Talk about Puff?
That could talk about Puff like Puff ain't got no more money than me, or Puff.
Jay-Z and Dr. Dre.
Who?
Jay-Z and Dr. Dre.
Nah, Jay-Z and 50 Cent, nigga.
Jay-Z, Dre, 50.
Jay-Z and 50 Cent. Remember back when 50 Cent was beefing with Puff?
Bro, Jay-Z, Dre, and 50. All three of them niggas.
All right, so we'll say three. All right, we'll throw out three.
Dre got more money than all them niggas.
Yeah, Dre got that paper. He got that NWA paper. He got that NWA paper. He got that.
Ice Cube too. I would say Ice Cube's up there in the conversation.
Nah. I can't. You gotta say somebody like we just said, because ain't nobody talking to Puff like them niggas could talk to Puff, man. I remember 50 talking to Puff like a slave back in the day. He was
50 did it in a shorter time because all them niggas was on before 50.
Yeah, but 50 made
50 did it in the shortest time span. Like 50, it took. Think about how many years it took Jay-Z to sell 20 million copies. 50 did that in 2 albums, nigga.
Damn.
You feel me? Like Jay-Z didn't sell 20 million in his first 2 albums.
Yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying was the first album that broke records. Yeah, I remember that.
And then the next one, that shit was 1.4. That was
Next
bigger
one
than
was the
the first
Massacre.
week numbers for the Massacre
Yeah,
was bigger than Get Rich or Die Trying. I think Get Rich or Die Trying did like 800,000.
and then he tried to break
Massacre
it.
did 1.4.
And then he tried to do the Curtis.
Then he
when
did the
was going
Curtis
against
against
Cam.
Kanye. Yeah, I was in Dubai when all that shit was going on.
And then he had the other one when he was going against Kanye West.
Yeah, I was in Dubai when that shit was going on. They loved Kanye. That's when I realized that Kanye was like a mega worldwide star. Like 50, they like 52, but Kanye, when I was like in Dubai and France and Greece and all shit, it wasn't even like it wasn't even like really I gotta pick between Kanye or 50. At that point, they was loving Kanye, my nigga.
See what I'm saying? And I love
Kanye and Wayne. They was on like when I was over there, it was Kanye and Wayne, bro.
And I still love Kanye to this day. I don't care what I love all my brothers, man, that's been still holding it down, you know.
Don't get it 50. They don't get it twisted. They fucked with 50, but like Kanye was.
Yeah, Kanye is the
real
deal. Yeah, Kanye is the real deal.
What was that song? They'll make me stronger. Not, don't kill me. Yo, I was in Dubai when that Stronger record came out. My nigga, people was losing their fucking mind. When Stronger came out, like that whole Kanye album, son.
College Dropout?
No. That was Graduation.
Oh, Graduation. When Graduation came out.
Little Wayne shit, when that Little Wayne, I didn't really like it, but Take You to the Candy Shop, no shit. I ain't like that record, but overseas, bro, when that what was that shit that Lil Wayne had, that candy shit or whatever?
We didn't pick
what
up.
Was it Lollipop?
Yeah, Lollipop. Yeah,
my bad.
I didn't pick up Lil Wayne
50,
until
50 had the Candy Shop. Wayne had the Lollipop.
Yeah, Candy Shop, Lollipop. Yeah, I remember that
record came out.
Both of them shit was making runs. Damn. So, what time you getting on tonight?
I ain't even getting on, son. I wasn't even fucking with the shit. I seen you live, so I pulled up. I won't fuck with.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I ain't even fucking. I ain't been live since Thursday, man. I'm chilling right now.
Take your time. It ain't no rush, man. I just came home because I wanted everybody to know because I was having trouble with my sound system at the house where I was located. So that's why today's title is what it said today, because we back at the headquarters. And I'm very happy. This was very beautiful, man, because I'm very happy. I hate that I be missing your show, but your show be so thick. And I be trying to think I could get in with y'all, and I just let y'all go. I just share it. I be like, you know what, man? If you ain't strong,
we be talking about everything on that motherfucker.
Word. And you be having, what's his name up there too? Chink Bundles 2.0.
Chinks up there, LaCream.
Yeah, definitely LaCream.
Deadly Alliance TV.
No doubt.
Johnny Blaze too. We be up there chilling, man.
Well, my notifications is on for you. You know what I mean? So
you know the vibe.
No doubt, man. I'm gonna push it out. I'm gonna probably push something else again because I know they probably like, yo, Hamp, you ain't went down memory lane too hard. You ain't give us no beats and bars. The next one, I just wanted to come home and say what's up, and
I'm working on this new Stack Bundles documentary, man.
What you do is you just drop the link so I could just do my thing from your page so everybody can go over there.
Facts.
I won't be able to find it out. I'm old school, so I like how you share it on your community board, and I reshare it and go from there.
I ain't put out a Stack Bundles documentary in like over a year, probably like a year, maybe like a year and a half, 2 years.
But you got some work over there that you still got of them.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's what refreshing course. That's what they need.
So I'm gonna do another one. Every time I've dropped one, I've always got at least 10 racks off them shits. Some got like 80,000, 90, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's hard. You gotta find his people because you gotta remember Stack was here, man. The footage wasn't footage today. You know what I'm saying? It was only
niggas don't have it, yo, man.
Yeah, it was short lived with something.
Yeah, you already know, man. And shout out to Jordan Tower, M-Rec, and Doggy Diamonds, people like
they're the ones that got
who was around.
Yeah, you gotta be members on their page in order to rewatch it, and you can't really ink it the way you want to ink it because they got it so inked up that when you do record it, it fucks up the visual.
People say whatever they want against Jordan Tower, but Jordan Tower was always around. Jordan Tower shot Max B.
That's
videos,
how we do hip hop.
Stack Bundles videos, French Montana
Smack
videos.
Got some of it too.
You said who?
Smack.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Smack got like
and Sub
I
Zero.
think Smack got the first Stack one who's freestyle you.
Yeah, and Sub Zero.
Yeah, Sub Zero's another one. Sub Zero. You know
Well,
what I'm saying Sub Zero, real nigga. He was linked there with Alpo before Alpo was even famous.
yeah, it was a few dudes that was recording back then.
You got Mike. What's that nigga? Mike. Big Mike.
I think I heard of Big Mike. But I'm talking. Was he a hood nigga?
He was a mixtape DJ.
Because the only one that was doing music was Cutmaster C, DJ Clue,
Yeah, shout out to Cutmaster C, man.
Ron Master,
I used to actually get mixtapes
Raji.
from Clue. I used to get mixtapes from Clue himself on Market Street, Broad and Market Street in Newark at the Dr. J's and the arcade that used to be over there back in the day in Newark.
Well, we used to see them because they in Queens. So J Train, Broadway Junction, or sometimes we had come to the Coliseum when we used to buy our gold and everything like that, and hats and them, because that was like the land seat to us.
Yo,
You know
son,
what
I
I'm
got
saying?
Machiavelli. I got Machiavelli like 1 through 3, 1 through 3, 1 through 4.
Who,
Well, not
Bigger
1 through 3.
Bell?
I'm lying. I got Machiavelli like 2 through 4 from DJ Clue himself.
Which Machiavelli we talking about? Bigger Belly or Machiavelli?
I'm talking about Machiavelli, like Tupac shit. I'm talking about the
Oh,
like
Tupac. Oh, I thought you
97,
talking about
98.
Max B.
When Machiavelli 2 came out, and Machiavelli got like, Tupac got Machiavelli like 1 through
I never,
13 or some shit.
all I got the one when he's on the
Nah,
situation.
nigga, you slipping. You gotta go Machiavelli like the first 6 is crazy.
I'm gonna have to
Nuts.
tap it
A
up.
lot, a lot of them records, a lot of them records came out later on like on the Outlaws album, and a lot of them came out like on Tupac records, but they ended up changing the beat. You
Because
feel me?
Badass, rest in peace. Don't forget him. You know, he was still working with Pac. He had some stuff out. You see how he looked at the end, right?
You said who?
Badass.
Oh yeah, Badass was on that shit.
Yeah,
Classic
he
shit.
was
Time
fucked up,
goes
son.
by, puffin' no lie.
Yeah.
How?
That really, them niggas was going through a lot after Pac died, so they knew who the killers was. The killers kept stalking them, fucking with them, finding out where they get their food at, and trying to poison them and take them down. That's why they be underground like that. See what happened to Fatal Hussein?
That shit crazy when Pac died, because Pac was like in severe condition, then they moved him to stable condition or whatever, and then he ended up going back and ended up
Yeah,
dying.
the stretch.
When they started cutting on him and shit, bro.
Yeah. That's why when you see Son now, some of the outlaws now, like I think Idi Amin, I think he's like, you can see it, son. That's why they gotta smoke so much. You can see it, man. Them niggas smoke Tupac ashes too. That's what niggas was doing. Talking about smoking, they really did that shit.
Them niggas should have stayed. This is where they fucked up at. After Tupac got into that fight at the MGM, they should have never went to perform. They should have stayed in the hotel.
That's the same thing. What happened with Stack? Like, I knew Stack was probably saying to himself,
Stack got
"I do
killed
this
over
all the
some
time."
street shit.
I'm thinking
This is why Stack got killed. Stack got killed because niggas wanted to rob Zab Judah, right? That was with Stack. But the same niggas that wanted to rob Zab Judah, they was trying to get into the drug game with Stack, and Stack wasn't fucking with him. Not only wasn't Stack fucking with him, Stack was about to leave. Stack was trying to leave the drug game. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't fucking with him as far as the connection, all that shit, and all that shit. So they felt some kind of way about they had an argument about that shit that night. Then they go to the club, they seen Zab Judah in there, but people already seen them with Stacks. You know what I'm saying? So Stack felt like, yo, if you rob them, that shit's gonna come back to me. You can't rob this nigga after y'all been seen. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And then
because
fucking they
Zab,
ended up, so boom,
yeah,
they knew Stack was at the club. They knew he only had one nigga with him.
damn,
And it was Stack and like 5 people. It was like Stack, his homeboy, and like 4 people. The 4 people ended up going back that ended up killing him. But when Stack went into the building, Stack was on the phone with his girl. You feel me? When Stack walked in, the initiative wasn't to kill Stack. Stack started fighting. They tried to rob the nigga. You feel me?
yeah.
Stack
Can you
started
can
fighting.
imagine him seeing him?
And then that's
Fuck
when the
outta here.
gunshots went off. Like his girl was on the phone listening to this shit.
Oh man.
And the crazy thing is, his girl was on the phone listening to it because Stack got killed Saturday. Stack got killed Saturday going into Sunday. Stack was supposed to go meet Jim Jones in Atlanta Thursday. Got drunk Wednesday, drinking nutcrackers, and missed the plane. He wasn't even supposed to be in Far Rockaway, but when he ended up getting stuck in Far Rockaway, he ended up getting caught cheating on his girl because he had another girl at the crib.
Damn.
Like that whole shit, that whole weekend and the shit was stacked out. That shit's spooky, bro.
I can imagine, man. I can imagine. I'm sorry, man. And it be the chicks, man. The chicks be like, wow, like, woo, and
shit's crazy, yo.
It be them girls, man. I'm telling you, man. You're right. Drinking, hanging out with your friend, trying to give everybody a last send off. So that's what Stack was doing. He was trying to be like, yo, guys, this is my last time y'all gonna see me. It's gonna be like another year because I'm gonna be out there working on these albums.
And then there was other shit that Stack was going through at that time. Cause he was in Far Rockaway. The back of the Far Rockaway and the front of Far Rockaway always be beefing like. So the back of the P's and the front of the P's be beefing like. So
yeah, I remember Perv.
Yeah,
I remember
so you already know.
told us what the side that they was from.
Yeah, he was going through that shit, niggas. You know what I'm saying? He had the Porsche, the Beamer, the Benz out there. Then he had two Porsches. Right before he died, they had flattened the tires on the Porsche. He got the tires fixed. He went on cruise. I mean, he went on the tour, and then he came back from tour. They flattened the tires again, and then they busted the windows out this time.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember he said that like, niggas busting. I remember the interview.
Right, he was like niggas. He's like niggas soft. They started acting like broads. Niggas couldn't get at me. They broke the windows on my car. Yeah. I'm the same nigga. Show you purple in the jaw.
See,
that was like one of Stack's last songs, my man.
Yep, and the last interview too when he was talking about it with old Grip. It lets us know, like me, man. Like if this thing like we do, let's just say I peel up, we blow up, like it ain't no send off, man. That's what happens. Stacks was trying to give everybody a send off, like y'all not gonna see me for a while. Let's have some drinks. Let's get nice. All right, girl, let's do this, girl, do that. And I'm off. That's when Atlanta was Atlanta. Now Atlanta's how it is today. I don't know. But that's when he was going to get album ready.
You was in Atlanta?
Did I ever go?
Oh, that's what I thought you were saying. You lived out there. I stayed in Albany. I ain't live in Atlanta.
Nah, I never went that far, man. I only called out what I called out for Pennsylvania. That was the only place because my family members would go out there for like Easter vacation and all that.
I live everywhere, my nigga.
And I was
getting in trouble doing it. I was getting in trouble. So like during the summertime, I was going to the Philly to my cousin's crib. Like I stayed in Florida. I stayed in Richmond, California. I stayed in fucking Virginia. I've been all over.
Damn, that's woo.
For the summer though. It's cool though, and it worked out perfect because one summer I ended up going to Richmond, California. But the only thing is this: when I went to Richmond, I got into the gang shit. But when I was in Richmond, before I left, we was like robbing like the laundromats and shit. Like
that's what money was.
It was 24/7 laundromats. You just kick the door down. They had a money box in there. You feel me? So we was doing that shit, right?
Boy.
Yeah, we was doing that shit because they would leave like clockwork every day, like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, because they had to make the coins to dollars.
My nigga. So when they would leave, we would rob that shit. But one day when I was going out on summertime, them niggas ended up kicking the door down. The niggas was in there waiting for them. You feel me?
You see? And at that time, it wasn't really that bad. Nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt.
Yeah, it was just
everybody
the way
got
it was
locked
back
up.
then.
Boom,
a lot of people that did it 2, 3 times, they didn't do it in the hood.
But you gotta remember, this before like the social media era and all this shit.
Yeah,
so I don't know none of this shit.
We didn't do our hood. We didn't really have.
Cali.
And then you gotta let you know that it wasn't really black laundry match back then.
Like it wasn't even a black laundromat. These are Spanish niggas is running this shit.
That's what we want to let everybody know, because you know how people think.
There wasn't no black people. These straight Spanish people, man.
Yeah.
But this the funny thing. There's no social media, and you got we had like beepers and shit back then.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
like, you know what I'm saying? I
This
don't
is
know
all.
that these niggas got locked up until I come home. I'm gone the whole summer.
Yeah, this is all fun, but not fun. Like it's a gift and a curse. Because you're right.
I'm
We
like,
come from the era that it was just log on. We remember just playing with a house computer until they gave us, oh, that's what this is now. So I remember that when we first had a computer, because it was like the shit to have a computer in your house. Remember them days?
fuck yeah.
Hell yeah! When you just see the Cosby Show, fucking
Nigga,
2.
I used to print fake money, bro. I used to be getting it in on
See,
my shit.
and
Son.
that's when times was times back then. I remember that too. Got
Son,
away with it,
99899 2000.
and it was always
9899 2000, my nigga. I was printing up money
yep,
in my living room, nigga.
it was all day to make
Son,
like
this is the old money before they started changing the money, my nigga. You know
yeah.
the old
I
money,
was
you
getting
can
ready
make
to
this
say,
shit easy.
and you wanted to make bills that had to go right through. So my niggas did 5 10s and somewhat 20s.
Yeah, I ain't
Out of
gonna
the
lie to you, my
50,
nigga. I'm on, yo, my nigga. I never made hundreds and fifties ever.
that's what I was getting ready to say.
Never,
That's what I was getting ready to say. You took the
ever.
words out my mouth. You
I
took it right out
always
my
made
mouth.
20s, my nigga. I never made fives and tens. I always
That's
made
what I'm
20s. I
saying.
never
Cause
did 50s, 100s.
word.
Always 20s, my nigga.
Yep, 5 10s, 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s. That's what niggas made in the hood. My man's in the next building
Because
had
hundreds, you know, people gonna look at hundreds harder than they look at a 20.
all the time. And
You
then
feel
they
me?
caught on. Then they caught on, started hitting the fucking dubs. Started like, oh, word. Like they started getting hit with the dubs. They
Son,
started
I used to
hitting
buy
the dubs
drugs with
after a while.
I I used to buy drugs with fucking half that shit be fake
Every
money. Just
tell
mix
me
that
about
shit in.
it. Yo,
Mix that shit in, son.
yo, once we found out, because we had a kid that put us on, I forgot he was some Asian kid, I think. And we all was hustling. Once everybody found out the machine and we went to the pawn shop to find the machines, it was like 3 niggas that didn't say nothing. Cause we used to sell counterfeit money. We used to sell it. And the only thing we used to tell niggas was like, yo, don't let niggas know that you got this shit at the dice. Don't bring this shit to the dice game. Don't bring this shit to take them shits to the yeah, because we seen it. It was a few times a nigga came with $100 in singles, and I had to look at the nigga. I had to stop the game, pull a nigga aside, and gave a nigga $100. Like, yo, don't do that, son. You gonna cause us to get knocked. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck the whole steez up.
Yeah, that shit go in the stores and get fucking Lucy's, beers, cakes. You know what I'm saying? You take that shit to the Ave and get a t-shirt, socks. Them niggas will catch that shit in
See,
the mall.
we was going to motherfuckers that like I go to like blocks and go get coke with that shit that I would never go to. You know what I'm saying? So like I be in Newark or some shit. I don't never go to fucking 13th Street to go get no coke. But with the fake money mixed in with the real money, I used to go down there and get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then like, yo, I don't never go back there again. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
it. You gotta buy big.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't never
Yep.
go back there again.
You buy it big and you take a
With
bitch with you. That's what I
we
used to
was
do.
getting it, son.
Yep, take a bitch with you, and you be like, yo, I didn't even know, because he gonna call you.
Or somebody else. We might have went to the block again, but it wasn't me hopping out with the bread this time. All right,
Yeah,
you come back to the same block.
yeah.
Somebody else hop out with the bread. You know what I'm saying? Shit
Yeah,
like that.
they started pinpoint niggas like, yo, it's a Brooklyn niggas out here giving out fake money. I don't care if it's $1 to a $5 bill. It's all fake out here. You gonna put
I used
10.
to be on the block when I've been on the block when that shit got raided before, my nigga. And we hiding up under people's stairs and shit. Like literally, like they had the side of the steps, you know, the lattice part. You could tear that shit to the off or whatever. But you could if you could tear it off on one part and just push it back up. You feel me? But when
All we
we
gotta do is know how to run. That's the
son,
best thing. Like how to
nah,
dip.
there was no running over there, my nigga. They had the block shut down, my nigga.
But
You can run,
I'm talking about like the Bronx area.
son. They
Like
used to put the
guys are
paddy
being
wagons
drunk
on shit.
front.
We be under the steps. We be under people's steps, hiding up
Yeah, I
under
know
the
about them
steps,
John.
watching the police lock everybody up, my
I
nigga.
know about them John, them big old fucking buildings with them big underneath the step type shit.
Yeah,
I've
that
been
shit be crazy.
them shits is amazing.
Cops is running past us. Niggas is running past us. They got the paddy wagon on the block. They would put the paddy wagon, you know what I'm saying? The paddy wagon would come on the block. Then they got two cop cars on this side, two cop cars on this side. They got the next block blocked off. Then, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they know niggas is going to run through this, you know what I'm saying? So they got that block blocked off, that block blocked off. She used to be real. That's when I was in Newark, though.
See, I ain't go that far. See, when I was in Fernwood and Shawnee in Poconos, out there, it was very, very like they said it is, the Poconos, man. Niggas started making a joke about it. We already had that name for it. But yeah, quiet town, man. Far. Don't do nothing at night. A lot of deers is out there dancing and shit, man. And that causes problems. Call your car to turn over. Pigs come out there, highway patrolmen, dogs, and it's over. So
Yo, shout out to
everybody.
damn, what's the car was out there? I can't think of her name. Shorty that was fucking with Young Z.
I don't know.
It was with Busta Rhymes. What's Shorty name that was with Busta Rhymes?
Oh, Rod Digger?
Rod Digger, yeah. Rod Digger, she had a crib out in the Poconos. We used to go out there. Cause I knew her baby daddy and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
knew her. She's from Jersey.
Yeah, I knew her baby daddy. I used to
We
hustle
knew
with the
Buster.
niggas.
Buster from Flatbush.
No, I ain't know Buster, but I know her
Yeah,
baby
Buster
daddy.
from
Like
Flatbush. I
I
just
know
see him
all
in
the outlaws. I mean
leader
the
of the new
outsiders.
school. Him, Dinko D, and Charlie B.
I know
Charlie
who they
Brown.
is. I don't know them niggas. But
Oh,
like
so see, that's my
the
time.
outsiders, like Young Z, Pace One, and all them niggas, I know all them niggas.
Yeah, that's my
I
time.
used to
Like
see
25
Redman and all
gangster.
them. Like Redman used to come buy weed from fucking Young Z
Yeah,
back in the
we knew
day,
Red
and
Man
that's where I
too.
got my. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met fucking Rod Digger from fucking running around with Young Z and all that shit.
And the only person I didn't get a chance to meet up, man, in the hip hop world was like Rakim. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
I
Jimmy
ain't
hit
never seen Rakim.
you. Yeah. But we met everybody from Keith Murray. I don't think we touched KRS-One.
I ain't
I
know
met
nothing of them niggas.
the late granddaddy IU, Craig Mack, of course. I met a good lot of few people, but good
I ain't
people.
never
Keith
met none of
Murray,
them niggas, bro. I ain't
good
gonna
nigga.
lie to you. I ain't never met none of them niggas.
Yeah, no doubt. Redman's a funny nigga though. When he did that MTV crib,
Now Red, I didn't met Red multiple times.
yeah. I met Tretch. Tretch is a good nigga.
I seen Tretch get beat up in the park by the nigga KG.
Oh, his buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they was fucking around with them girls.
I seen that nigga get beat up in the park, my nigga. The
Yeah, that
same
was
park I seen Shaq come through. Shaq came through during the NBA Finals when the Lakers played the Nets. Shaq came through like 2, 3 in the morning dunking on niggas, my nigga, with mad security, bro, during the finals, son.
oh that was the time when the kid took the Nets to the
Yo,
finals.
yeah, the Lakers was in the finals playing the Nets. It's like when Jason
Yeah, I
Kidd and
remember
all them niggas
the
was
New
over there.
Jersey
Yeah,
Nets. Yeah,
Shaq came through
that
the
was my
hood,
favorite series though.
my nigga. Shaq came through the hood during the finals, like when he, you know what I'm saying, should be in a hotel chilling. It's 2, 3 in the morning. Shaq came out there, mad security, dunking on niggas, dog. Then had a
A lot of
game like the
energy.
next within the next. He had a game within the next 2 nights, either the next night or the night after that. It's the finals, my nigga. Shaq a real
Definitely
nigga,
the
bro. Cause
finals.
you know Shaq used to live in Newark.
Definitely the finals,
So
man.
you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
He used to show mad love to Jersey and shit.
That's why Shaq is so big where he goes at now because people know that he's very multiple and giving, man, and
Man,
that's the
Shaq
thing.
Shaq should have I feel like Shaq underachieved, bro. Shaq got 4 championships. He went to what?
They had it.
I'm gonna just say this, bro. Shaq got swept 6 times in the playoffs. Do your research on Shaq. 6 times he went into a playoff series and got swept. He underachieved. That nigga should have like at least 6 rings, bro.
Yeah, he got four. The last two he couldn't get because Larry Brown, man. When when Phil Jackson said we would never see this game, you got to go search for that. It was a game that the Shaq had 40. He had a triple double, and Phil Jackson said we ain't gonna never see this again. This was the best time to catch momentum. This is why when Kobe met Dwight Howard, and I think he met Dwight Howard like what once,
Yeah,
you
in
know
the
what I'm saying?
finals. In the finals.
Yeah, so
If Shaq and Kobe never broke up, though, Shaq would have had more titles.
yeah, so it was that game when they went against the Detroit Pistons, man, and that's when Larry Brown gave them because they went back. That's how the Pistons became back-to-back champion.
You got to think about it. Shaq and Kobe last played together in 04. 05, Shaq went to Miami. They ended up losing to the Pistons, like in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yep, met
Oh
them damn
06.
Larry Browns again. So
Yeah, but check it. 06, Shaq won the title. 07.
Dirk Nowitzki.
07. In 0, oh
He had
05.
to meet Dirk. They
Shaq,
got
the Lakers lost 04. Pistons won 05. Shaq and them won 06.
yeah, you gotta
Miami.
remember he got there when he went to
Oh yeah,
interrupt Dirk.
that's when they beat Dirk and them. You're right.
Yeah,
That's when they
because
beat
Dirk
Dirk. That's when they
beat
beat
them
Dirk.
and he went to
Yeah,
Dirk
yeah.
tried to get a repeat, but Shaq got there to interrupt the repeat, and him and Flash got that ring. They
Nah,
got that
Dirk
ring
wasn't going for no repeat. Dirk ain't win no title until like 2011 when he beat LeBron.
No, he beat
Are you talking about the Pistons?
no Dirk beat Wayne Wade
In the
for that
finals?
ring.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah, Dirk never beat D Wade in the finals.
I
That was
think
way
he
later.
did.
That was later. That's when LeBron came.
No, that's when Shaq came.
Nah, Shaq never
Nah,
lost in the finals with D
Wayne
Wade,
Wade
bro.
ain't get no ring with LeBron until he got it with Shaq.
Yeah, I know, but D Wade never lost in the finals until
Yes,
he
he
was with
did.
LeBron.
He went with That's why
Not
when
with
Shaq
Shaq.
said, yeah, when Shaq said, "Yo, I had to come in because I didn't like the way he got beat up, and he was doing
Nah,
so good."
D Wade only went to D Wade one of my favorite players, bro. D Wade
Yeah,
went the first finals he went with Shaq. They won. The second finals he went with LeBron. They lost.
yeah, he went with LeBron.
The third one they had, he won. The fourth
He
one
went
they
with
had,
LeBron
they
and
won. The fifth one he was
at
in,
Ray
they
Allen.
lost. Yeah. D Wade had never even made a finals before Shaq went.
I'm thinking that's why Shaq went to play in Miami because it was like,
Nah, D Wade wasn't a superstar. D Wade didn't become a superstar until Shaq came on, man.
nah, that
The
motherfucker
first
was
year,
a
this the
superstar.
thing.
Pat Riley
The
had that
first year
boy
that Shaq was
Wake
there,
Forest, man.
the first year that Shaq went to
I
Miami,
mean
they
Marquette.
should have won the first year, but then one of them niggas got hurt. It was either Shaq or D Wade. One of them niggas got hurt in the playoffs. They ended up losing to the Pistons. Cause that was my squad. I remember watching
I'm
that
gonna
shit.
have to check that again. I think if we got,
That's the year I went to boot camp. I remember watching that shit in the fucking
I think it's
hotel right
something
before
missing
I left.
because
And the
yeah, you're right.
fucking
Because something happened and
Miami
Shaq
lost,
yeah.
bro.
Damn, I gotta check that one out, man. Shaq went
Yeah,
there.
Miami lost to the Pistons in 04. And that was like the Eastern Conference Finals. Then the Pistons went on. I don't know if I want to say they won that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
And
they
then the
got two
next
rings.
year,
They went back.
that's
Yeah, they
when
went like
D
that.
Wade won. And then
Yeah, that's
after
when Larry
that,
Brown broke out.
fucking Pat Riley fucked the fucking team up.
Man. Mm-mm-mm.
But
He
if
fucked.
Shaq and Kobe had never lost, like I'm just saying that to say, like, yo, if Shaq won the 05 with D Wade, and then Kobe won like 08, 09
Yeah,
without Shaq, if they were still together, they probably would have won fucking from 05 to fucking 09.
I believe so. With a good bench around them, and if LeBron would have been there now, it would have been just something. If he would have came to, because he's been with the Lakers now for almost 6, 7. If
Well,
Kobe's
when
still
LeBron
alive,
played with Shaq, when LeBron played with Shaq in Cleveland, Shaq was done.
yeah,
Shaq
Shaq
left
was
there, and
done
then
after he
Shaq
went
went
to
to like the
fucking Boston
Celtics and
Celtics
shit.
and Phoenix. He was done.
Yeah, Shaq left Phoenix. Shaq left Phoenix to go to Cleveland,
Yeah, he was already finished.
and
I'm
then he
glad he
left
did all that.
Cleveland. He left Cleveland, and then he went to Boston.
Yeah, and retired for
Then he
Boston.
retired after that. That
Yeah,
Boston team was crazy. Them niggas had Rasheed Wallace, Shaq, Ray Allen,
Big Baby
KG, Paul
Davis.
Pierce. Niggas, I remember them niggas was trying to get Reggie Miller out of retirement to come out on the team, so they'd have Reggie Miller and Ray Allen shooting threes, nigga.
Nah, Reggie couldn't do it. His knees
Reggie
was
said
bad
no.
at that time.
It was close though. It was super close, bro. They would have had Reggie and Ray on the same team, bro. Even though Reggie Miller was old, it didn't matter because he be getting open looks playing with Paul Pierce and Shaq and
Yeah,
fucking
and
all these
coming off the
people. It's
bench.
like, bro,
That's right.
that shit would have
That's
been
right.
crazy. You got fucking Ray Allen on one side of the wing, and then you got fucking Reggie on the other side. Like that shit would have been nuts.
Mm.
But Shaq was trying to pass Kobe. That's why he was ring chasing.
Yeah,
Kobe won those two, so then he had five, and then Shaq only had four.
And then
Yeah, but
Shaq
he
was
got the
like,
most
fuck it.
MVPs because he was the MVPs in every final.
Shaq was like, yo, let me go play with LeBron, see if I can win a ring. That
And
shit
he
didn't
didn't get
work. And then
nothing
he was
done
like,
with
no,
it.
let me go play with KG and Paul Pierce and all these boys.
Yeah,
You
they
see.
fucked they shit up. Yeah, they didn't get nothing until he left. That's when they beat Kobe.
Nah, they beat Kobe before Shaq came.
That's what I'm saying. He tried to
Shaq
get
tried to
like, oh,
jump
let
on
me
the
go
fucking
there now.
bandwagon after they beat Kobe.
Yeah, he
But
tried
this
to
the
stick.
thing. They beat Kobe, and then Kobe beat them, and then Shaq came.
Yeah, that was my favorite. That was my favorite one when Kobe went against Kevin Durant twice because he met Boston twice.
And Kobe got lucky that Ron Artest hit that shot because Kobe was hurt. That game 7 when they beat Boston and they won the title, Kobe had like a broken finger or a broken hand or some shit. That's
Yeah,
why
I
he
remember
shot
that.
crazy.
And not only that, he had Paul Gasol too and Jordan
Kobe
Farmer.
had like 15 rebounds that game though.
I saw it, and Derek Fisher with that.
Kobe shot 6 for 24. I remember that game.
Mm-hmm. He had
Ron
it was
Artest
a
was the
team
nigga.
member. Phil Jackson said it was the team that pulled that out, not Kobe.
Yeah, Ron Artest hit the big shot at the end of the game.
And Derek Fisher with that drove past layup.
Yo, Kobe. This is the thing. You can't just say Kobe got saved mad times because Kobe and Shaq got saved mad times by Derek Fisher and Robert
Absolutely.
Horry. But then the same
Absolutely.
thing could be said about Michael Jordan. When you go back and
Absolutely.
you look at them finals games, it was Steve Kerr knocking down a 3. Or it was Jim Paxson knocking down the 3. Or
Or
John
fucking Craig
Paxson, whatever his
Hodges.
name is.
Craig Hodges.
Yeah, them dudes was the ones that was knocking down the 3s to win the finals.
That's right. That's right. What
But
time
yo,
you
I got
coming out,
to
Hood
jump
TMZ?
out. I got to jump out of here though, my guy.
I know. I want
Watching
to
it.
appreciate you, man. I love you, man. Thank you. What time you coming out?
I ain't even fucking with it tonight, man. I'm chilling. I'm on
All
chill
right.
mode, bro.
Take your time. No, you ain't got to rush.
I'm just watching, man. But I had to
All
jump
right.
on
I
this
want to
shit, 'cause,
thank you for the time you gave Hood Hamptons.
if anybody I see, I'm not doing my own live, but if anybody I see that I fuck with is live, I might jump on.
All right, that's a bet. I want to appreciate you, man. No doubt. No doubt.
I'm gonna share that shit in my
doubt.
community if I jump on with somebody though.
All right. Don't forget to drop that link about that other page so we can watch Mr.
You ain't
Elliott.
know the vibe, squad.
No doubt. Hey?
Hey.
Yo, peace and love, everybody. We out, man. I want to appreciate y'all. That was a good interview from Hood TMZ podcast. Y'all go over there and check him out when he get back on. And that goes for everybody. Take your time. When you can take a break, take a break. Don't do it because you need to do it. Take a break because it's up to you to do it, okay? Hood Hamptons is like oxygen, man. We'll be right back, like how we be back. One love, man. One love.